This is your old stereophonic compadre, Ed Sullivan, all the way from the 50s and 60s. You know, this is an incredible cruise, and we've got a wonderful, wonderful, talented lineup of youngsters for this year's cruise. And remember, rock and roll is here to stay.
Teenagers gather around, hark to the sound that the Gator and the Cruisers are going to put down. Now, I know you're saying, Gator, we miss you. We miss everybody with the Malt Shop Memories cruise. But what you're going to see is going to get your appetite wet because we are going out. And because of all of these times, keep it in mind, rock and roll will save us and save our soul. Now, that being said, you know when you're on the Malt Shop Memories cruise, the one guy that runs around as fast as me and is younger than me is my main man, Jason, the Music Mason. So you're gonna have some fun with us, but I gotta bring him in. Yo, Jason, the Music Mason.
I'm here, brother. I'm here. First of all, I can't believe that right now you and I should be on a cruise together. Or it seems crazy that we're not.
But you know, the wonderful thing is that even though we're not going out, Jason, the memories of the last 10 years with all of the wonderful people who have been a part of this are still there. And they know that we're going to sail. And I understand that what we're doing now is letting them see some of the wonderful things that happened for the last 10 years.
That's exactly what we're going to do over the next couple of hours. We're really just going to take a walk down memory lane. We're going to get a chance to see some of all the wonderful memories that have been made in Malt Shop Memories past. And we're also going to have a great chance to catch up with, and find out what this year's, the 2020 Malt Shop artists are doing with their time since we're not on the cruise. And side note, I believe we have all of them booked for next year on 2021. So that's the great news.
That's the best. Now I understand that because of this modern technology, you have on the Zoom boom the man that truly is a part of bringing all this thing together, who started this with an inception 10 years ago, and it has grown to be what it is right now. You know who that guy is?
He must be the executive producer. Same guy?
Can we get him on?
Let's see if we can find him. Ring, ring. Mr. Alan Rubins, are you with us?
Alan? Oh,
hey,
guys. Hey, guys.
How crazy is it that we're all on cameras in homes across the United States and not together on a cruise ship right now?
And not on the deck watching Jerry do the sail away party.
I know.
And the wine party, and the dances that we had, and the interviews, and Stewie Stone with the Gong Show. Alan, but you guys, it's all going to happen again.
Yes,
and,
it is.
You know, Jason, Alan can tell you the inception. How was this the idea that has lasted like this, Alan?
Tell us.
It's because of the music. It's because it's what you live for every day that you do, Jerry. This music won't die. This music stays forever. It's a special feeling. It's a special part of our world. It was a special time in this country. And it was great music, great artists, great fun. The world was innocent. And the Malt Shop Memories cruise is a chance to bring that music and that time period and that innocence back when people realized that music was so very important, and dancing to it and listening to it and singing along with it. And that's what we try to bring, that excitement and that fun back to everybody so they can go back in time. As you once told me when you were the first person I called about this cruise, Jerry, if you remember correctly. And you said to me, you can't go back and live in the past, but it sure is fun to go visit it. And that's what this is, a week of visiting that time period and that past in American musical history.
You know, and Jason and I were discussing this. More so now together, it is so important that these cruises, because with all this pandemic, people need people coming together with the music. And it's so great that we're going to be doing it again. I mean, so there is hope through all of the pandemic. And the artists, as Jason, you know, with Frankie Valli, with Bobby Rydell, with Avalon, with the Beach Boys, and now with Gladys Knight coming aboard, and Mary Wilson. You know, this is going to be the best cruise of them all, because people are waiting to boogie and dance for this, man.
And I've got to ask Alan, you know, I couldn't agree more with Jerry, obviously, in the sentiment of what people need right now, but that actually segues me directly to you. You told us what the Malt Shop Cruise is. I'm going to ask you a personal question. What does the Malt Shop Cruise and the people that sail, what does it mean to you personally? When you go on and you see this idea come to fruition and you see all the artists and all the work that, you know, we'll talk about it later, but the work that you and I and Janine and everybody have done for over a year building every cruise, what is it emotional? What's the feeling you get when you see it all come to light?
It's an unbelievable feeling from the first time I had the idea to go on that boat and see an idea come to life and see 2,000 people show their excitement, their fun, and the gratitude that they show, not to me, but to the fun they're having, the enjoyment they have is better than any paycheck I could ever get. Yeah. Watching that sail away party when them singing along and dancing with Jerry, or any party at the pool, or like Jerry said, the interviews, just to feel that fun and that excitement just makes me stand back and look at this and say, unbelievable to see the happiness that's shared amongst the people that are on that boat.
Your wife says you did a good thing. Joe said you did a good thing. But you know, Jace and Alan, you know, because of my close relationship with all these wonderful artists, yeah. I mean, and I talk to the guys every day when I do my Facebook chat on Geeter Gold and all that stuff. They have as much fun. They tell me they have as much fun, and this is the only way where they relive the closeness with the audience, because you can't go to a show anymore. There's no longer the theaters anymore. So the artists themselves are waiting for this cruise to happen. I mean, that's the secret. People, music, and artists all becoming one.
You know, and I think that's a great message. And actually, I'm gonna do what I've always wanted to do. And now I get to dismiss the executive producer, Alan Rubins. You're talking about the memories and what it's like for you, Alan, to see all of this come to fruition. Jerry is talking about what it means to bring the artists together to the fans. So I think it's time we do that. As I was mentioning, you get an opportunity now, Alan, to sit back and watch this. And Jerry and I are going to narrate and navigate us through the next couple of hours of wonderful entertainment, artists, memory lane, and of course, all the fabulous, fabulous events and activities we have on board. All right, my friends, let's go.
My man.
Welcome to the Malt Shop Memories Cruise! Woo!
Well, you could rock it, you could roll it, you could stop and even stroll it at the hop. When the record starts spinning, mute your lips and when you're chicken at the hop. Do the dance sensations that are sweeping the nation at the hop. Let's go to the hop. Let's go to the hop. Let's go to the hop. Oh, baby. Let's go to the hop. Come on. Let's go to the hop. Well, you can swing it, you can groove it, you can really start to move it at the hop. Where the jockey is the smoothest and the music is the coolest at the hop. All the cats and the chicks gonna get their kicks at the hop. Let's go. Come on. Let's go to the hop.
Putting this together, I had the honor of sitting with some of your favorite artists from Malt Shop Memory Cruises past and this coming year. Let's find out what the Malt Shop Cruise means to them. I'm sitting with the one and only Mr. Jay Siegel of Jay Siegel's Tokens. How are you, sir?
I'm doing okay. I guess I'm doing the best I can during this unbelievable time in history. We're doing the best we can.
It's pretty much the standard answer, I think, for anybody right now. I say, how are you? And everyone goes, I mean, I'm here, you know.
Here's what I did this morning. I got up from bed, I went into the bathroom, and I looked into the mirror just to make sure I was still here. Yeah. And it looked like me, so I think I'm still here.
My grandfather used to say all the time that whenever he woke up, and I know it's an old one, but he goes, whenever I wake up and nothing hurts, I have to pinch myself to make sure I didn't die in my sleep. Yeah, exactly. Oh man, well, you and I were just kind of chatting before this, and I've got to say to all the folks watching, whether the folks watching are from the Malt Shop Memories Cruise or tuning in as other music fans or other cruises, You know, one of the things that I love about you truly, truly is that not only are you a musical legend, obviously you have a huge influence on music, and it goes through producing, creating yourself and whatnot, but you really are a humble guy. You've said it with me on stage before, and I know, you know, just talking about it before, you're really just kind of, you're a human at the end of the day.
Anytime I hear somebody say you're a legend, well, the legend this week vacuumed the house because I had to have something to do, and I really looked forward to vacuuming. You know, it was a great, you know, I had a purpose. I vacuumed the house, just like anybody else out there. Like I say, like I've told Jason before, you know, I'm just like you guys who are watching. I just have a different kind of job, and fortunately, it's the kind of job that really makes people happy. Yeah. And I say, well, what a great job I have. I make people happy. I can't have a better job than that.
When you were just a pup, did you have that dream, not necessarily music, but of making people happy? Has that always been something for you, or is that a byproduct of becoming a musical legend?
No, actually, a legend. There you go again.
I'm going to keep using it, sir.
I also took out the recycled on Thursday and the garbage.
I'm sure you did it in a legendary fashion.
Yes, so. I wore this nice red shirt. You know.
Yes.
No, you know, when I was a kid, I always loved music, but I never thought it would be, you know, a vocation or a career for me because, you know, when I was growing up in the neighborhoods that I grew up in, everybody went to work just to be able to pay the bills. You know, it was a job, you know, and any kind of job that anybody would have that they would enjoy doing or going to work wouldn't be a job. You know, it's not a job. How could you have a job that you love to go to? So I'm so lucky that, I have a job and I love to go to work. You know, it's terrific. I still look forward to it to this day.
So I got to ask the question that everybody wants to know, that high note, that high, the falsetto notes in Lion Sleeps Tonight is obviously one of the most iconic music moments. And I've seen you do it. How do you continue to hit the high note?
I have no idea. You know something? It still comes out effortlessly all these years later, and I still perform it in the original key that I recorded it in when I was only 12 years old. No, I think I was like 19 or 20. It's just I take care of myself, you know. I don't do any bad stuff. I don't go to bad places, and I just, you know, when I'm working, that's my job, and I love my job, and I love to do it. But when I'm not working, I go home and I'm a normal person. I vacuumed, I took out the garbage, and I take my wife to the supermarket, and I separate that. You know, you have to separate. Some people I know in the business never separated. They're always on stage. Sure. When I'm off stage, I'm off stage, you know.
Hey, I'm Bill Medley of the Righteous Brothers, and sorry that we missed you on the Malt Shop Cruises this year, but the coronavirus kind of put us all out of business, and but we're going to be there next year. It's going to be a bigger and better than ever Malt Shop Cruise. I mean, we the Righteous Brothers, we miss it a lot because it's kind of family reunion where we get together with all the other great musicians and all you wonderful people that are coming on the cruise. So we're going to see you next year. Don't forget.
Hey, Malt Shoppers, here I am with one of your all-time favorite groups. I have all four members of Jay and the Americans. And we are talking about all things, including, of course, our favorite cruise of all time, the Malt Shop Memories Cruise. Marty, I know you're sitting in your car. You're already ready to drive down to the pier and get on the ship. Tell me, what does the Malt Shop Memories Cruise mean to you, Marty?
What it means is reconnecting with old friends, old people we did shows with, the Murray the K shows, and all of those, the old days, and connecting with new friends who are on the cruise. Yeah. Meeting new people, new fans, and the buffet.
Most importantly, the buffet. Yeah. Jay, what about you, sir? Jay, what's it like for you? Obviously, you joined this group a little later. What's it like for you going out on these Malt Shop Cruises and seeing all these fans and all these wonderful artists that I'm sure that you know and love dearly as well?
Well, this is a great opportunity, I believe, for everybody that's on the cruise, not only because, we get to perform and I love working with the guys. I get to meet all the other acts and, over the years you get to know some of them. And, these are the acts I grew up listening to. And for all the people that are on the cruise, this is that same feeling for them. So I get to go on as a performer and as a fan. And for everybody who's coming on the cruise, believe me, we enjoy seeing you and we enjoy talking to you just as much as we enjoy being up on that stage.
Great point. Thank you, sir.
We're fans of the music. We really, everybody that does this does it for the love of the music. Nobody's out there, nobody's doing it for any other reason. And the saying of keeping the music alive, the music's keeping us alive, just like the groups and the fans. You see the love affair that goes back and forth between the people and the groups. And for me, it's like, I don't go to shows, but I perform in them, and it's a thrill to perform with other acts and see them. I hadn't seen Mitch Ryder since 1963 or 62 at the Fox Theater in Brooklyn.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah.
And then we saw him perform, and it was like, boy, did that take me back. It was just a thrill for me to see that happen. And I wouldn't have seen it under any other circumstance. It's really strange. So we get exposed to old friends, and then some people that we just saw maybe once or twice. Yeah. We saw Smokey Robinson at a gig. Yeah. These are reintroductions that are worth $1 million. Because at this point in our life, building new memories is tough. Sure. That's one of them. Meeting with the other artists that also play the music that we love.
Sure. Howie, Sandy, tell us what's it like for you guys? What's it like for you guys to go on the Malt Shop Cruise? You've had hits for 60 years and fans are still coming out, loving you, listening, partying to your songs. What's the Malt Shop Cruise like for you guys?
Well, for me, we take a lot of jobs over the course of the year. We have a pretty active schedule. Few things about the cruise that are really terrific. Number one, we get to stay in one place for a week together, which we don't always get. Usually it's a lot of one-nighters. Yeah. We're traveling around. It's very hectic. This is a much more different atmosphere. Number two, the people that are on the cruise we're all together for that week. So by the time the cruise is over, it's like you got 1,000 new friends because you really get to interact with them. And the people that come on the cruise are pretty hardcore 60s fans, and that's right up our alley. So there's a real connection. But for me, the biggest part of the cruise is, like Marty said, we used to do shows for Murray the K, who was a DJ in New York. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it was amazing because if you look at the lineup of people that he had, he would have Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Jan. You couldn't pay for that amount of talent in one place to see a show like that. Yeah. And we always looked forward to those shows for that reason, because we saw so many great acts. Well, sure. That's what the cruise is like. It's the same Fox show with all these huge names, but we're floating. And it's really cool. It's a very unique thing. I'm not a cruise guy, but this cruise is great.
I remember a situation which means a lot to the group. Years ago, we were working with Bill Medley, who's happens to be on the cruise, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And we sang with him and Bobby,
mm-hmm.
And then we had another job. We had to fill in for somebody, and it happened to have been the Beatles show in Washington, D.C. It was their first show over in America.
Wow.
And we took the Righteous Brothers with us, I think.
They played on the show.
They played
yeah.
on the show with us, and that's a memory that I'll always have. And the friendships I've always had go back that far. And it was really great.
That's a heck of a memory, Howie. That's a cool memory, man. That's rock legacy right there. Listen, I love you guys and I appreciate the time. A shout out to all our Malt Shop Memories cruisers out there. Do not miss the next Malt Shop Memories cruise so you can catch up with Jay and the American. I am sitting with another absolute legend. We have Mr. Tony Testa of the Duprees. First and foremost, thanks for taking some time to chat with us, Tony. Most importantly, what does the Malt Shop Memories cruise mean for you and the Duprees?
Whew, I would take about an hour to tell you all the beautiful things it means to me, specifically the Duprees, but more specifically, I think our fans. There's an intrinsic camaraderie and connection with the fans of our generation, talking about the late 50s into the 60s. Mm-hmm. That unique relationship only, I won't say only, but specifically comes together on the Malt Shop Cruise because they get to spend a week where no holds barred. They can do what they want. They can say what they can be teenagers once again. And we join in with that because don't forget, we were teenagers back then too. But
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's all about getting together and having one heck of a time.
And as you guys are up there on stage and you're about in your let's say not about to perform, but you know you're in the show, you're a few songs in, that's got to be a pretty fun crowd to be in front of, that Malt Shop Memories group. All those people that know all the words, all the lyrics, they know all your songs. It's fun to perform in front of crowds like that, I would assume.
Absolutely fun. And as you said, they'll always join in. And that's part of their joy to express themselves because they don't have that chance normally. If they're home in a shower, maybe they'll go, have you heard? Or something like that. But now they're all together and they're all singing in unison. That's why invariably I have to say, could you keep it down? Because we can't hear ourselves. No, seriously.
We're the stars.
We love when they join in. That's a direct connection to their enjoyment.
It really is. And it's fun to watch. And I think to your point, to watch people turn into teenagers again, right? That's the people that haven't been teenagers for a couple of years get to go be teenagers again. That's a wonderful thing to watch.
They literally do that with their poodle skirts, with the guys with the cigarettes up there on there. It's hilarious.
It's pretty cool to watch. You know, it's something that I certainly hope I have as I, move on in years. I hope I can look back and have some moments. But I tell you what, from the 50s and 60s, what you guys have that not a lot of other, some do, but not a lot of other eras have is you have a cool time. It's not just the music. The 50s, 60s was the dress was unique. The time was unique. It's a very unique time frame. And so it's fascinating. It's fascinating to watch you and the other artists go out there and perform, but it's also great to watch the guests get so involved and the fans get so involved. I mean, you can't walk 10 feet around that ship, I'm assuming, without someone stopping to shake your hand or say hello. And
that's the greatest part about it, is that you're not only performing on stage, you're interacting with the people, and it's wonderful.
And you also get to be a fan. We've talked about this a little bit. You get to see some of your other favorite acts, and you've seen some great ones. I'm sure you've performed with them over the years, but now you get to go see them on the ship. It's got to be a fun time to get back together.
Well, it's an old boys' school and girls' school, because we get to see some of our friends where typically you're on a show and you may see somebody, one of your friends, maybe 6 months later someplace. Now we're all together. And so many artists, and it's really so heartwarming for us because we have such a camaraderie with each other, trading stories and having a good time. Meanwhile, somebody comes over and says, "Hi, are you performing tomorrow night?" "Yeah." "Oh my God, can't wait to see you." And it's just interactive, totally 24/7.
That's fantastic. And I love that you say that, because that's the vision. You know, that's what Alan Rubins and the folks that create the Malt Shop Cruise want it to be. They want it to be immersive. When you walk on board, you're back. You're in that 50s, 60s era, and you're there for 7 days. You don't leave it until you head home at the end of the week. I know you guys have got to be excited to get back next year and perform. What's next year's, or what's the 2021 Malt Shop Cruise going to be like for you guys?
It's going to be a homecoming. And a rejuvenation of a reassertion of what we do, because what we do best is making our fans happy. And those fans, don't forget, they're coming from all over the country and other countries too.
The world in some cases, yeah.
Yeah, that this joining together of our music, our personalities, and the music, and these people is something so unique to the Malt Shop Cruise. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it absolutely is. I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you for taking a moment, sir. Great to catch up and touch base. I can't wait to see you again next year. And with that being said, speaking of all these other legends and all these other wonderful performers, whether it's Dupree's or on down the line, let's take a moment and have a look at Malt Shop's past and see some of these absolutely amazing entertainers.
Venus, if you will, please send a little girl for me to thrill. A girl who wants my kisses and my arms, a girl with all the charms of you.
If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry each time we meet, walk on by. Oh, y'all know this one, huh?
Wow! I mean, do you remember that performance with Dionne Warwick? Do you know that we've had every major star on the Malt Shop Memories Cruises? I mean, Brenda Lee. How about Petula Clark? I mean, so many wonderful, great ladies. But the one young lady who represents rock and roll, rhythm and blues, style and soul, along with Gladys Knight, who's going to be with us, is the young lady that I'm about to introduce you to. She is the soul of what the Supremes were. Ladies and gentlemen, Mary Wilson.
Hi.
You look wonderful.
Oh, thank you. And you know what's so great about doing this virtual thing that we're doing here, because we can't hug each other. We want to hug each other. We can't do it. But anyway, it's nice to be with you. Yes, okay.
I got to tell you, everyone is so excited about the fact that you're going to be with Gladys and all of the other wonderful artists on the cruise. You know, we were supposed to be going out this week, but unfortunately with the pandemic, forget it. So everything has been postponed to next year. But it's got to be exciting for you. I mean, to be back with Gladys again, man, you know?
Yes, yes. Well, you know, I want to tell you a story that you and a lot of people probably don't even know. But one of the first gigs that we, the Supremes, did was with Gladys Knight and the Pips. And this was before, and this was when we had 4 girls. Barbara Martin was still in the group. And I remember it so well because we didn't have musical arrangements, and we were going on this show, and you know, it was amazing because we didn't know anything. It was one of the first gigs we had done out of Detroit, and it was Gladys Knight and the Pips, Bubba Knight, and all the guys, and they kind of helped us do that gig because we didn't know what we were doing, and they was already professional. You know, they were really professional people, and so they really helped us get to that gig. It was one of the things I will remember all my life because they were so professional, and we were just beginning. This was in 1963, I think.
Yeah, well, this cruise, Mary, you're going to experience the love that you get between the audience and the performer. It's something that is so very, very special. And as I said earlier, we've had royalty, and you represent the royalty of what the Supremes were. And I am so happy, Alan Rubin, Janine, the fans, everyone is so happy that you're going to be a part of this cruise, my love.
I am too, because you know what? The fans have told me about it. They said, well, why haven't you been on this cruise? I said, well, I don't know. No one's asked me. I don't know. So anyway, I'm very happy because I know one of my friends, Lynn Flesher, she always says, Mary, you got to be on this Malt cruise because it is the best cruise ever. So I'm very happy to, when we come back after this pandemic and all this stuff next year, hopefully we'll be out there soon. I can't wait to cruise with you.
Now listen, don't go away because you and I have to talk a little bit, but right now I have to send it to my main man, Pots and Pans, my man Jason. So come see about Mary and me. Jason, you got it.
Thanks, Geeter. Oh man, I tell you what, I am, for one, extremely excited to see the fabulous Mary Wilson on Malt Shop Cruise. I'm so sad we couldn't see her on 2020, but excited to have her on 2021. And I just found out a fun fact as I am sitting down with the great Charlie Thomas of the Drifters. Mary Wilson actually sang at your wedding. Is that true?
Amen. Amen. She did. She did. She had them all crying and carrying. I'm looking around, wondering what people crying for, and they were getting married.
Oh, the world is so small, I tell you. That's what a great little tidbit. So I'm assuming it's going to be great for you to see her here on the Malt Shop Cruise when you guys get to reconnect.
Love to see Mary. It'd be lovely seeing her. Well, the Supreme, they're my close buddies anyway.
That's fantastic.
And Mary, Cindy Birdsong.
Yeah.
She's left, gone.
Malt Shop has to be, a lot of the stars have said the same thing, that Malt Shop, part of what makes it great for you as the artists is that it's old home week. You get to see so many folks you grew up with, you spent time with, you toured with. The cruise has got to be fun for you for that.
Old friends.
Yeah.
Good old friends. I'd be glad to see them. I'd be happy to see them.
And what does it mean for you to be on a cruise ship with 2,000 people called the Malt Shop Memories Cruise, where everyone just loves and adores you and all the great music from that era? What does it mean to you to be out there with your other artists performing for those folks?
Get me off of this water. Get me off of this water, but it'll be good seeing my friends though. It'll be good. They keep me happy and everything. We even have people in the audience, there's friends. Yeah. They're friends too. I got a whole lot of them. They're friends too.
You've been,
but it's weird. It's weird, man. Look like the people who was raised with me or something.
Yeah.
But that's what it seems to be, but it's weird and it's lovable. I met one lady. I can't get rid of her.
Oh.
No.
Nope.
Just got married.
Something tells me you wouldn't get rid of her if you tried, sir.
What's her name? She always asks my wife for the phone number.
Oh, you got fans out there. Well, you got a lot of fans.
Well, I have a lot of fans.
You do.
A lot of fans.
You do.
Yeah, we have a lot of fans.
Well, listen, I know I speak on behalf of all the Malt Shop crews when I say we absolutely love you, and we cannot wait to see you on the Malt Shop Memories Cruise 2021.
Can't wait to get there.
Yeah, baby.
Can't wait to get there. I got to take my trip around the dock.
just the little journey through the Caribbean. Why not? Once a year.
That's all.
You know, just a little thing.
And I walk around the deck. I walk around the deck about 3 times every morning, and
that's a full mile. That's a full mile. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good work. Do you do that on your own, or does your lovely wife nudge you and make you go do it? Be honest.
I did that on my. I did that on my own, but she been nudging me now. Here, I live in a little complex, where you can walk around.
Yeah.
And she gets up every morning to tell me to walk, Charlie, walk. I said, I'm not a motor. But I know what she means. I know exactly what she means.
Well, I tell you what, you got lucky by marrying Rita. I think that you know how much we love her.
You should see the face that she's making.
I hope it's one of pride.
I got lucky by marrying Rita. I love Rita. I love Rita, and another woman in the world like her.
Oh, what a great message that is. Well, I speak on behalf of Malt Shop again when I say we love you. We can't wait to see it. I'm excited to be able to sit with you and catch up with the one and only, the legend, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame member, Mr. Charlie Thomas.
That's me.
Man, I tell you what, any moment you get with a legend like Charlie Thomas, you got to take advantage of it. What a sweet, 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 sweet man. And a legend. And you know what? You can't talk about legends of rock and roll. You can't talk about legends, certainly without the name The Coasters. Talk about a group that has been there, that has done it, that has all the accolades and the achievements, and that's a huge part of the Malt Shop Memories Cruise. It is The Coasters, and I am very honored to have them here with us right now. We got Primo, we got JW, we got Robert, and we got Dennis. Gentlemen, all together, how we doing? Everybody doing okay today?
Blessed. Too blessed to be stressed.
Hey, listen, I like that. This is obviously, we're catching up and chatting with our Malt Shop Memories Cruisers. And JW, if you don't mind, I'll start with you. Tell me what the Malt Shop Memories Cruise means to you and the Coasters. What's it like being there?
Exciting, man. Just so exciting. It's just especially to be there by the pool and everything with the coasters and with my wife there. We just watching the people there enjoy themselves, man. It's just a great thing to be out there amongst all those beautiful people. I mean, I just love it. I just can't wait to get back.
Robert, I'm swinging over to you. When you guys are up on stage and you guys are performing and you got the crowd out there going crazy and singing all the songs back, it's got to be, there's something about that connection with an audience. What's it like being up there on a Malt Shop Cruise where you've got that audience that's so dedicated to you guys? What's that connection like for you?
That you can't even speak about it, just because everybody's there with the same energy. Everybody's there having a good time. We're bringing back memories. We're having memories. Everybody's just living their life and loving every minute of it. So that is priceless. That in itself is priceless.
Love that. Primo, I'm coming over to you, my man. When you guys are up there, obviously the Coasters, renowned. I mean, not only musically, but also comedically, and I think sometimes that gets people think of the Coasters, and because there's so many great songs, we forget sometimes that you guys are characters in your own right. There's a comedic aspect to what the Coasters bring. When you guys are together, be honest now, do you get along off stage as well as you guys get along on stage? Come on, give us the dirt.
Let me just tell you this. We get along so good that we all eat together. You know that beautiful buffet you guys have on that cruise ship? Well, you can always find us up there. JW, Robert, me, even you, Jace. We seen you up there.
I'm up there. Yeah, I'm up there. I'm up there.
It was so beautiful, man. And let me tell you another thing. Me and the wife had so much fun with you on that marriage game.
Oh, wow.
Man, that was so much fun.
You guys
I
were
want to throw
champions.
that in there.
Well, listen, we're going to get you back. Don't think you're done. We're going to get you back on the marriage game. You survived it once, but I'm going to come at you again. I'm going to make sure we get you and your lovely back up there.
All right.
Great moment. I love it. Great memory. And Dennis, I got to ask you, Primo just had a great point. You guys obviously, you know, and I've talked about this with the other stars, when we're on board the ship, it's not like you go home at the end of the night. You know, what's it like after the shows you guys have performed? You know, you get a second to breathe, but in that second, now you got the people everywhere. Dennis, take a picture to sign. Tell me about the connection with the fans for the Coasters.
That is really great. I mean, like it takes us a while to key down because the excitement is still within us, and it takes, like I said, it takes a while to key down, but the fans are really what keeps us pumped up. And when we get on that stage, what you see, that's us.
Yeah.
We are having a great time. And the comedic part about it, it's all an accident, okay? You know, we just, it just happened. It was a malfunction. But it happens to be funny.
As great comedy often is, you know, if it's too scheduled, if it's too written, sometimes it's challenging to get to. It's got to be a connection, and oftentimes some of the funny stuff that you stumble into, I'm sure you guys have stumbled into so many jokes and gags and one-liners over the years, not just with an audience, but with each other, that, you know, you slowly and, you know, you build that performance outward. So I know I speak on behalf of the crowd when I say they absolutely love you guys. We love having you on board the Malt Shop Memories Cruise. And I appreciate you taking a second to catch up with the fans. J-Dub, I'm going to end with you, if you don't mind, with a second question. Any message that the Coasters want to send out to the Malt Shop Memories fans?
Yes, please come on back and do some Yakky Yak and Charlie Brown and Young Brothers and Poison Now. Let's have a good time. Y'all come on out here and let's have a good time on the Malt Shop Cruise.
2021. I love it. A brief moment catching up with the Coasters, world-class entertainers. And now we're going to take a little slide over and see what the Miracles are up to.
Hey, what's up out there? Malt Shop Land. How you guys doing? We just want to say thank you guys for everything that you guys did for us when we were on the last cruise. We are the Miracles, and we just want to say thank you so much. We're looking forward to being back there with you again in 2021. Unfortunately, 2020 wasn't a good year for any of us, and we just want you to stay safe out there and try to keep your composure, try to keep everything, you know, and all your family together and safe. And we just love you guys. We can't wait to see you again. We just are just excited about being there. And Eric, I know you wanted to say something, so what did you want to say?
Yes. Thank you, Sid. Thank you, Sid. Hey, listen, Malt Shoppers, we love you. We missed you. Listen, this is more importantly to the frontline workers. We love you, frontline workers. I know you guys have been doing everything you can to make sure that everything is okay for all the patrons, for all of your families and whatnot. We love you guys, man. We can't wait to see you in 2021. Cordell, are you up next?
No, I thought this is KJ right here with the Miracles.
KJ,
we're coming back. We're excited. It's going to be a fantastic time. We're going to get out there. We're going to come back bigger, better, and it's going to be exciting. We just can't wait to get everything and everybody ready because we're coming with the love machine.
Yeah. That's right.
So Cordell, you have something you want to tell somebody? You're talking about now it's time to talk, bro. Do your thing.
I'm just a love machine. Hey, here I am, y'all. Hey, listen, I can't wait. 2021, here we come. The Miracles. Hey, we're going to have a wonderful time. Hey, I miss everybody. I had one of the best times I had in my life on the Malt Shop Cruise. Hey, Miracles, check us out. Love everybody.
Hey, Alan Rubins, we love you, brother. You take care of yourself, take care of your family, man, and everything is going to be great coming up in the next year. So we're looking forward to it. The Malt Shop Cruise is off the chain. We can't wait for the Soul Train Cruise and all the other events that we had scheduled for 2020. Yes. We're going to be back in the big swing of things in 2021.
That's right.
Love you guys.
Love y'all. Peace.
Malt Shop.
Stay safe, everybody.
All right, Malt Shoppers, now I'm sitting down with the Brooklyn Reunion. What a fantastic group this is. We're missing a few, but we've got a bunch of them here. Now, Brooklyn Reunion is, talk about a wonderful connection of some fantastic vocalists. And luckily, we managed to sneak a couple of them onto camera to catch up. We've got Al, we've got George, we've got Phil, we've got Emil, and of course, the lovely Teresa. Hey, everybody. Thank you for taking a minute to be with us to catch up with the Malt Shoppers. I'm going to start with you, Emil and Teresa, if you don't mind. Obviously, the Malt Shop Cruise is unique in a lot of ways, but what about it is special to you guys as the classics and Brooklyn Reunion?
Anytime you can relive those happy memories that you grew up with, you know, and growing up with the Mystics and the Passions, that really is my DNA. You know, being three groups that grew up in Brooklyn together, sharing so many memories, whether it was on the road or on television shows or wherever we appeared. It was just one fun group of guys that shared so many great memories. You know, like I'm sure you know, and if you don't, I'll tell the people that don't know. The Mystics in 1959 went on to record a song called Hushabye, and part of what we agreed to was that if we'll all look out for one another. So they brought their friends, the Passions, up to their same manager, a guy by the name of Jim Gribble, and the Passions went and recorded a song called Just to Be With You. Both songs charted. They went to the top of the charts. And then a little bit later on, the Classics came along, and we went up to the same guy, Jim Gribble, and we recorded Till Then, and Till Then went national, and it was a great kick for all of us to share that. And through the years, we still, have so many laughs together whenever we're together. And I think that Ali probably could tell you that they were in his bridal party. They saw his kids christened, and it's just been that kind of a relationship, you know.
That's wonderful. Well, Al, before I go to you with that story, Teresa, I'm going to go to you. You obviously are the beauty amongst all the beasts here, so thank you for participating in this. You're a huge part of what makes the classics, and tell me a little about what it's like to be on the Malt Shop Cruise. You know, because you've also we've begged you and cajoled you to double dip and help us out. We had some chicklets go down with illnesses and things, and you've stepped in and done stuff that's not necessary. You're a huge part of Malt Shop, and I got to say, the Malt Shop family loves you absolutely to death. Tell us a little bit about the Malt Shop Cruise from your perspective.
For me, it is just one of the greatest experiences because the enthusiasm of all the guests on the ship, that just blows me away. I just think everyone is there to have a great time. They're getting to meet just tons of artists. You're walking down the ship and you're passing by all these stars that you heard their songs when you were growing up. For me, it's a thrill to meet all these legends and to hang out with them. It's just a wonderful experience, and like I said, I love all the enthusiasm that everybody brings on board.
It's really true. It is a passionate group. What was it like being a chicklet for a couple of days?
It was fun. It was a crash course in all the songs in I don't know, maybe 5 days.
I was going to say, for anyone, obviously, all the folks that were on, I think it was, what was it? Was it last Malt Shop or the Malt Shop before, maybe? I think it might have been 2 Malt Shops ago. Yeah, one of our beloved chicklets fell ill and couldn't perform, and we went to Teresa and said, could you maybe kind of, and sure enough, Phil, you did a chicklet show. I think you did your own show. Like, you did a whole bunch of stuff that cruise. You did so much. We're forever in your debt, as are the Malt Shoppers.
It was my pleasure. I enjoyed every minute of it.
George, Phil, swing it over to you guys. You obviously have known these folks for a long time that you're on camera with. What do they mean to you? What's it like when you get to see Al or Emil or Teresa?
Well, the whole thing is very emotional when we get together. The Brooklyn Reunion show is very powerful and energetic. It's a great entertaining show, and we love so much doing it. And unfortunately, we won't be doing it this year. But hopefully we'll get together next year and do it over.
Amen.
Amen.
Go ahead. Yeah, amen. Good contribution. Perfectly contributed.
Yeah, I'm missing it right now.
We love getting together. We don't see each other too often. And when we do the show, it's very emotional for all of us.
Yeah, I can understand. You know, we're all, you know, for lack of better terms, we're all here together at the same time, meaning we're not together right now. We're all supposed to be getting ready on that ship, and you guys would all be joining us here very soon. And, you know, the rest of us would be just prepping and getting ready to go. So obviously folks will be seeing this a little bit after, but it's tough. You know, Al, I go to you last. We have a ship full of 2,000 huge fans of the 50s, 60s Malt Shop era. And when Brooklyn Reunion hits the stage and those fans go crazy and they know all the songs and they're singing and they're holding hands, that's got to be powerful as an entertainer to look out and see that connection with people.
Oh, absolutely it is. And it just makes us all realize how lucky we are to be able to perform. Knowing each other over 60 years from way back in Brooklyn and getting together and then being able to perform and look over and see some of the guys you grew up with and see you still performing and still able to move your legs because it's hard. But we're doing what we can do, and it's amazing that the audience grew up with us. You know, they know us for many, many years. So it's just an incredible situation for us.
Well, you know, Al, one of the great things about cruise ships and why Brooklyn Reunion will always have a spot with us is that as your legs start to go, we just put you on stage and move the ship beneath you. So you're fine. Don't worry about it.
We could do that. I'm foreseeing us all in wheelchairs and, you know, doing, but we'll make it work. We always did. We had such a fabulous time the last time.
Well, Teresa will have to help us all. She's the youngest.
Yeah, she looks like she can't wait for that day.
Yeah. She already helps us with a lot of stuff, you know, as you just witnessed with the couple.
Yeah, amen.
But also with some arrangements and some things like that. So, boy,
where would we be, right?
Hey, Al,
she's very valuable.
What would you say Teresa's biggest contribution is for us? For you and I, not for the Brooklyn Reunion, but for the classic.
She's the only one of us that can drive at night. so this is the real plus, because after the show, we're out in the parking lot going, you want to drive? I said, I don't know if I can.
Where's the car?
You want to drive?
Yeah, where's the car?
Right. And Teresa comes up and goes, there's your car, get in, guys. Take your medication and let's
go. There you go. Take your pills. Yeah.
So really, before I let everybody go, I direct this directly at Teresa. Then thank you for bringing us the Brooklyn Reunion. I don't think they would make it to the ship or from the ship or to the stage on board the ship. It's only down a hallway, but I have a feeling they wouldn't even get there if it wasn't for you at this point. So we're all in your debt. We all owe you a huge thank you for the continued wonderful shows that we receive. And I know I speak on behalf of all the malt shoppers when I say we love you guys and can't wait to see you in 2021. For all those folks watching right now, stay tuned. We're going to take a little walk down memory lane. Let's see some more of these fantastic, legendary performers.
The reason I'm on the Malt Shop Cruise, it's an experience that an artist can't have unless you come on a cruise like this.
Come on, baby, turn on the lights and do that.
destiny. You share my reverie. You mean more than life to me. That's what you are.
Wow, what a fantastic walk down memory lane. All these amazing artists we've had on the Malt Shop Memories Cruise. And I tell you what, there is one group, one man that ties it all together. It's this man right here, Pete from the Dakota Band. Pete, how are you, sir?
Fine, Jason. How are you?
I'm fantastic, man. Thank you very much. Now, for anyone who doesn't realize, the Dakota Band, when I call you the tie that binds, you play for almost every artist we have, big, small, and otherwise. You guys play in all the venues, all the shows. What's it like being on the Malt Shop Cruise and playing for all these fantastic world-class musicians?
We just love it. I mean, it's become our family. We just love it.
We have so many people back year after year, so many wonderful, artists and singers that it's got to become family-like for you guys. I mean, you're working with people that you've worked with X amount of times, and it's old home week.
Yep. We just love getting together, and yeah, we look forward to it every year.
And what about the Malt Shop crowds? Tell me a little bit about what it's like to be up on stage performing for almost 2,000 or around 2,000, all folks relatively the same age, passionate about the same music, and just there to have a good time.
They become family too. I mean, we wait, we know we're going to see them every year. We love our audience.
The Malt Shop Cruise is I think every cruise is unique in its own way. But the Malt Shop Cruise is one of the few charter cruises like this, or musical cruises, where you really aren't just about the music. We're also reliving an era and reliving a time frame.
That's correct. Yep.
And it's so cool to watch folks. I mean, we're watching, people that are no longer 25 get to be 25 again.
Yeah,
it's fun to watch.
It is, absolutely. We go into a time warp.
We really do.
Yes, we do.
We've done a few of these big parties on deck. You and I have been up there for a couple of these. In fact, almost all of these big parties on deck, whether it's the prom or the sock hop or the different events. And I tell you what, that's when you really see it come to life, in my opinion, is when you see folks all dressed up, all out there together, and the party just goes off.
The costume parties. It's just great. The prom night, can't believe it. We just have a blast every year.
What is it about the music from that era that still resonates so strongly with people?
It's timeless. It's music that just continues and never will disappear.
I love that. What's it like backing all these world-class musicians? I mean, I know you said family, but musically, it's got to be, it's a feather in the cap. Another great artist, another great show.
It's always a thrill. I mean, to know that you're actually backing up the artist that you listen to, on your record player, as we called it, record player back then.
Yeah. No, we weren't streaming back then.
No, we weren't streaming. Yeah. No.
So let's talk a little bit about today. You've managed to stay, obviously, Coda is also a production company and doing many other things. And I know you're very busy out there, but you're also taking part in creating some Zoom-based or online-based musical videos. What's that like?
It's different. I mean, we're enjoying it. We're getting to try these new ways to communicate to our audience.
Yeah.
But we're having fun with it.
Which is really what it comes down to. I know you guys just did one with the wonderful Bobby Wilson, who we all know and love from the Malt Shop Cruise, well, among many other things. But since this is a Malt Shop video, we like to own him as our own in this. He's a Malt Shop guy now. What's it like working with Bobby over something like this?
Well, working with Bobby it's just a pleasure. Period.
Now, before I let you go, I know you got things to go get after. What do you think Malt Shop's going to be like when we get back to it here next year? I know it's unfortunate to miss it this year, but are you anticipating as much energy as I'm anticipating?
A giant party. A giant party. The people I can
from
tell
both sides.
I I still am in communication with a lot of the fans, and they're anxiously waiting.
How about the artists? I know you talk to a lot of the artists. How are the artists feeling? Are they
Can't
itching to
wait
get going?
They can't wait either. We're all climbing the walls. We can't wait to get out there and perform for all our audience again.
It's amazing, right? Because anyone that's in a creative end of this business or a creative business at all in life that has had that stifled, right? That energy just doesn't disappear. It has to go somewhere. Yeah. And if not that, then you have to have a big reserve or reservoir, and it just builds up. And it's going to have to go somewhere. And I'm telling you, Malt Shop could be the biggest party we've ever seen.
I absolutely. If we get out on that water, it's going to be a crazy party.
I'm going to be impolite and correct you and say when we get back out.
When we get out on that water.
When we get back on that water.
When we get out on that water. Absolutely.
And it's a pleasure to catch up with you, sir. Be well, my friend.
You too, Jason.
Thanks, Pete. Hey, here I am with another one of our absolute favorites. I am catching up with the Vogues. We have Royce and we have Troy here. Troy, now I'm going to start with you, if you'd be so kind. Obviously, you joined the group with your dad. How cool is that? What does it mean to you to see the Vogues music out on the Malt Shop Memories cruise, played in front of all those fans, just loving you guys the way they do?
Well, it's great that the music is still alive after 50 plus years. And it speaks to the timelessness, if that's a word, of the Vogues, of all the music, really, of the 50s and 60s and even into the 70s. It's timeless, and it moves people. You know, we look out and we see people singing along. It takes you back to perhaps a happier time in your life when you might have been in high school, and it means a lot. Plus, I have no other skills, so it has to work.
So it pays the bills. There's that too. There's always that.
This is all I know how to do. So but it's great. It's an honor.
Very cool. Thanks, sir. Royce, thrown over to you. You've been a 2-time member of the Vogues. You were a Vogue starting off in the 1990s.
In the 90s, early 90s, yes.
And then you left for a little bit, and then you came back. What's it been like for you? You know, obviously, you wouldn't be a part of the group if you didn't love the Vogues in general, and
absolutely.
It's certainly got to be cool to walk out on stage on the Malt Shop Cruise or just walk down the hallways and hear people singing the songs and
yes.
Can't wait for the concerts. What's the cruise like for you?
I'm a people person, so I enjoy actually meeting some of the folks who, if for some strange reason they actually recognize me walking down the hallway and say, "Oh, you're one of the," but I've actually used this line many times across the years. I'm thrilled that the Vogues had great songs like "Turn Around, Look at Me" and "My Special Angel" and "5 O'Clock World," and these are timeless messages. And forgive me, but I'm glad I don't have to sing "Why Must I Be a Teenager in Love." I mean, just to be honest with you.
Listen, honesty's encouraged here. You know, speaking of honesty, I know we're all sad we don't get to be on the 2020 Malt Shop, but Troy, looking down at you, what do you guys got to be excited to get back on stage, and I'm sure that 2021 Malt Shop Cruise is going to be an exciting time for all of us. It's got to be something we're looking forward to.
I've been playing music for more than half of my life, 3/4 of my life. It's the only thing. It's my only passion, and it's been brutal not being able to go out and do gigs. I mean, it's been since March, just holed up in the house and praying for a gig. I mean, praying, for this craziness to all end and we can go back to doing shows. It's going to make me appreciate it much more when we get out and we can do it again, because I miss it so much.
And Royce, for you, sir, any message you have for all the Malt Shop fans or the Vogues fans out there?
Well, we're looking forward to getting back to sea and back to touring in general. And again, I'm looking forward to meeting the folks one-on-one and chatting with them and just getting caught up again.
I love that. That's part of what makes the Vogues so great. You know, you guys, you're a people person type of group, which means a lot to the Malt Shop fans and a lot to us at StarVista. I know that. So, well, we're all busy. I get it. I appreciate you giving us a quick moment to poke in on your day and say hello. So again, we'll keep it moving here. What a great group we have and what a fun time we're having. My friends, the Vogues. Broken record time, my friends. Another absolute legend here for the Malt Shop Cruise. Vito Picone of the Elegance. Vito, thank you so much for being with us, my friend. How we doing? Everything going well?
Everything's fine, Jason, as well as could be expected with what's going on. But I think we're fine. I think we're doing fine.
Amen to that, right? We're all just doing the best we can.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, we all wish we were on the Malt Shop Memories cruise right now, and you've been on it before with us. Tell me, what is the Malt Shop Memories cruise when you get ready for it every year, or each year you join us? What does it mean to you? Is it exciting? Is it fun? Is it something to look forward to?
Actually, it's unique because when we do a cruise, we usually do it as a 50s cruise or an oldies cruise or whatever name they want to give it. But when we do the cruise with you guys, I mean, now I get a chance to see artists that I never saw before, that I've never worked with before, that I'm a big fan of. So it actually is it's such an enlightening situation, and to get to meet people, you know, who've carried the music to the next level, and you know, and have had similar success, but to greater lengths because of the audiences that were increased over the years. It gives me a tremendous feeling. I love it. I do my spot, and then I'm a fan for the rest of the trip.
I think that, you know, that's a very common thing we're hearing from folks is that, you know, legends like yourself and the rest, you know, you get to be fans too. You're not just, you know, you're not just the star. You actually get to be a fan of someone else, which is kind of unique and fun too.
Absolutely. I mean, look, we're all human. I mean, when I turn the radio on, and if I like a song, you know, I like the artist, I like what they're doing, and I'm a critic. I like to break it down and take the best of it, and then I'm able to appreciate the person who's doing it, or the person who wrote it, you know, or the person who arranged it. So when I actually get a chance to see the people that put that whole thing together and made it work, I mean, there's nothing greater than that. It's a great feeling.
I love it. Well, last time you were with us, you were part of Leaders of the Pack, and this time around, you're coming with your actual group, the Elegance. That's got to be a cool thing.
We're coming with the whole posse this time.
And I know we've already, just in case anyone was curious, you have agreed you are coming back to be with us in 21 on our postponed version of this cruise.
Yes, I'm not sure.
Perfect.
I haven't seen the schedule. I don't know if I'm on the first half, second half, but we're definitely coming back in November.
Love it. Before I let you go, any message for the Malt Shop fans out there?
Oh, I can you say thank you 8 million times in such a short time span? You know, if I can, I'd like to do it. But in the meantime, I want to thank them all for keeping this music, you know, in the forefront of their minds, and also to thanking them for a 62-year career. I can never stress so much the feeling that we get when we get the opportunity to perform in front of them. That's our way of saying thank you.
A 62-year career. What, I mean,
yeah.
I applaud you, sir. I applaud you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, thank you for taking the time to catch up with us. My friends, Mr. Vito Picone of the Elegance.
Thank you.
Hey, Malt Shoppers, I'm catching up with one of your absolute favorites from the Malt Shop Memories cruise. This is Sounds of the Street. Gentlemen, it's so great to see you, and thank you for taking this quick opportunity. I want to go around the horn and say hi to each one of you, but I'm going to try to ask each of you a different question here. Jerry, I'm going to start with you. I'm going to put you right on the spot. Sounds of the Street, last year was your first time on the Malt Shop Memories cruise. What did that cruise mean to you guys?
That was one of the greatest experiences we've ever had. The people on the cruise made it so special. They were so into our music, and they just drew from us, and we want to perform more and more for the whole cruise. We look forward to coming back again. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for asking us to come back. What an honor. Thank you so much. And once again, once this pandemic is over, 2020-21 is going to be amazing. We can't wait to see you all. Please stay healthy, stay safe. We'll see you on the next cruise. God bless.
Great message, Jerry. Singin' Eddie, I'm coming to you. They call you Singin' Eddie because of your knowledge and your steel trap-like mind of the music of the 50s and 60s. Is it all generations of music, or is it specifically more so for that era?
I stick with that era pretty much. Because
what is it about that era of music that attracts you? What is it about the 50s, 60s music that you love so much?
Love songs.
Love songs.
Love songs.
Great message.
You got to feel it, you know.
You really do. Is there, name for me a couple of your all-time favorite 50s, 60s love songs? I'm putting you on the spot. What are some of those that, whether you love them personally or you just love to perform them, what are some of your favorites?
Whoa.
I know.
Come back.
I'll come back to you.
I got to think that one over.
Mind of a steel trap, and I've got to come back to him. Look what you guys set me up for. All right, Singing Eddie, I'm coming back to you. Think of a couple of love songs. Lou, I'm going to go over to you. Obviously, when we started the contract with Sounds of the Street, you and I were joking about it in a previous chat that I think we had you guys for 1 or 2 shows in a different venue. And by the end, I think you guys did 97 shows in about 12 different venues. What was it like? What are the different venues like on board? And did you notice some differences in the crowds or how they gathered? And did you like one venue over another one?
First of all, the Malt Shop Cruise was all about having fun. Obviously, the music and having fun. And as soon as we got on the cruise, that's what we felt from the audience. And that's what made us perform to our ultimate, because it was so much fun. And that's the main word I have to use, because everything you did, everything you saw, everything you heard turned into that word, fun.
Yeah.
And there's nothing better for an artist to feel the enjoyment of the audience. And we felt it in every venue. Of course, the Ocean Room, that was our favorite, because people walked by and stopped short and said, oh, you know what? I'm going to have a drink and listen to these guys.
Let's check these guys out.
That made us feel terrific. And we can't wait to come back in 2021.
Love it. Love it. Great message, Lou. Buddy, I'm coming over to you, my friend. Now, obviously, the Malt Shop Memories cruise, I'm sure, was fantastic in many ways. Tell me what it meant to you. What was it like being out on that cruise? And did anything special happen to you maybe on that week?
Yeah, well, actually, something did happen special. I met a very lovely lady, and we're still dating today, which is great. I'm very happy.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. These guys all met her. And I tell you, just Jason, the magic, the chemistry, the fun, as Louis said, fun on stage, meeting the people, singing with the people, singing for the people. It was a big family, and we felt the love. We were pulled into their hearts and their families, and we brought them into ours. We had such a great time, and I can't wait to get back on stage with these guys 2021, back on the Malt Shop Memories cruise. And to everyone out there, please be safe, please be well, and cross your fingers that this is gonna happen again next year. And I'm looking forward to it big time, and can't wait to see you all again real soon.
Amen. It must have been all those wonderful 50s and 60s love songs that Singing Eddie has been waiting to tell us about. So Singing Eddie, you're back on the spot. Here we go. I'm coming back to you.
Well, you got the number one, Smokey Robinson, Ooh Baby Baby.
Ooh Baby
and,
Baby.
And again, Let Me Take You on a Sea Cruise.
Sea Cruise.
That's the two.
Did Buddy come to you guys and ask you to chalk up a couple of love songs when he was trying to make his move? Did Buddy come to you guys?
I was alone. I was by myself. That's all on me.
And Buddy didn't need any help.
I'm sure he didn't. Look at that handsome devil. Frank, I'm going to close out with you, sir. You started this group 17 years ago, and now you've quickly become a fan favorite here on the Malt Shop Memories cruise. What does it mean to you to see this group achieve the way it has? And is there something special about the 5 guys?
Yes, I'm very proud of every one of them. Very proud. Like I said before, they work hard. They're ultimate professionals, but we're also a fun group, which is important. You could be as good as you want to be, but if you don't have fun doing it, and I feel that this is the best group of guys that I've ever sang with, because it's just a bunch of guys singing what we like to sing and making the people happy. And that's what it's all about. And especially on your cruise, to see them faces, the smiling faces, then to see the people walking around the ship, like when we're off duty and saying hello to you, and you feel like $1 million. We really, the greatest honor to go back on this cruise again, which is unbelievable. And we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And we thank all the people on that ship that asked for us to come back. It's amazing. And God bless them all.
Well, listen, and I've said this before, and I say this to our Malt Shop fans watching, and I mentioned this to you guys at one point in the past too. You know, this is a discerning musical group. These guests know music, they love music, and they know what they're listening to. To your point, you know, multiple of you guys made the point that there are other stars roaming around the ship as well. So they know music. These people know music, and if they ask for an artist back, there's a reason they want that artist back. So please take that as a testament to your talent. And you didn't fool anybody. You guys are legit, and we loved having you, and we can't wait to have you back. So to all our malt shoppers out there, quick shot, quick catch up with Sounds of the Street. Stay tuned, more coming up.
I'm not a woman, honey, come back home to me. It's all because your mama don't dance, your daddy don't rock and roll. Oh, you guys are good. I said your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. Baby, if he loves you more than me, maybe it's the best thing. Maybe it's the best thing for me. It's the best thing. But it's the worst that could happen. Oh, to me.
Man, what a great memory. Welcome back, my friends. It really takes you back, doesn't it, whenever we get to see these fantastic clips. Now, speaking of great memories, I know all you Malt Shop Memories fans know this gentleman very well. As you know, we sniff around, we try to find some of your favorites and catch up and see how they're doing and what they're up to. And today I found one of your very favorites, the one and only Mr. Bobby Wilson.
Hey, Jason, what's happening, man?
Man, how are you? It's good to see you, Bobby. How you been?
Well, welcome to sunny Las Vegas.
It looks beautiful through your house, your apartment, your condo there. Gorgeous.
Yeah, it's beautiful here. It's 100 degrees still. And,
wow.
But it drops to 70 at night, so it's kind of cool.
It stays. I was going to say that's pleasant. I don't know if I could do 100 all the time. I won't lie.
Oh man, it's a piece of cake. I've been here a long time.
So tell us, man. Tell us, how are you? How have you been?
I've been good. You know, I've doing a lot of interviews because of the new music that we got coming out. Seems like I've been doing three interviews a week from all over the world, different people, wonderful. And then we're doing some writing and exercising, trying to stay in shape. But I really miss the Malt Shop Cruise.
Man, don't we all? Well, listen, you said some new music, and I know we have a little clip here. So let's take a split second before we talk anymore and get a look at your new music.
Check it out.
Girl, I didn't mean to make you cry when you asked Please don't be sad after all we had. I try to tell you every time we touched. It's time you knew the truth about us. I can't love you anymore than I do right. Baby, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. There is no room. Baby, my heart is full. You fill my soul. I'm sure I can't love you anymore. Girl, you couldn't lose me if you try. I'll spend my life right by your side. So dry those teardrops running down your face. This is your place, and that'll never change. If you got questions on your mind, listen up, girl. Don't waste your time. I can't love you anymore than I do right. Baby, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. There is no room. Baby, my heart is full. You fill my soul. I'm sure I can't love you anymore. See, action speaks 1,000 words. Let me hold you if you haven't heard. I can't love you anymore than I do right now. Baby, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. There is no room. Baby, my heart is full. You fill my soul. Yeah. I can't love you anymore than I do right now. Baby, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. There is no room. Baby, my heart is full. I can't love you anymore.
Hey guys, I miss you guys. Can't wait to get back to the East Coast and do the shows again. I really hope you guys are safe and everybody's doing well. And God bless you all. I'll see you soon.
Man, that is fantastic. I love it. What creativity? What, is it just, have you been planning a lot of this new music or is this just because you've had time?
Well, a lot of it's because we had time, and the COVID, being down, the band, Dakota Band and Chicklets, we all came up with this idea to do a song for everybody. So we did that. Like, I also have a couple of other songs that's going to be released Thanksgiving week, and those are dance club songs. Not necessarily the Malt Shop Club, but the Malt Shop people love to dance,
Listen,
so they might like
music.
it.
Yeah, I tell you what.
Think Sylvester.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got it's being released mainly in the UK because the record label that I'm signed with now is out of Chicago, and they are, what do you call it, Daisy Festival type music.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a couple of those tunes. So that should be interesting for my Malt Shop Cruise people. But that's a dance song. The doggone song is at least 15 minutes.
That might be, I don't know if I have that stamina. I mean, the Malt Shop Cruisers might, I don't even know if I have that in me. But you mentioned the Malt Shop Cruisers, and I got to ask, man, it's obviously, it's tough knowing that we're not going to be on Malt Shop here in 2020. But I've got to ask you personally, what does the Malt Shop Memories Cruise mean to you? Obviously, there's some legacy there. There's some people who've been fans of your father for a long time, and now they're diehard fans of yours. What's the Malt Shop Cruise mean to you?
It's just a opportunity to meet people all over the world and to bring back the music that, in my humble opinion, that's good, great music, good music, and then to fellowship with all of the stars of that era, you know, Bill Medley and Charlie Thomas and Sonny Turner and Hold Me, Thrill Me, Mel Carter.
Yeah,
you know,
Carter.
all of these people, man.
The list goes on and on.
To be in that company is just, I can't even express the feeling, you know, Eddie Hallman and Temptations, Four Tops, Gladys Knight, you know, I mean, these are all my musical heroes. Sure. And to be sharing the stage with them, with my dad's music is, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's just an exciting time, exciting place. And it's something that we all going through this year, you know, the setback, but it's okay. Setback is for a setup. So we got great years to come, you know.
What would you say to all your Malt Shop Memories fans specifically? Any message directly for them?
I will say stay safe, follow the rules and regulations that your government is giving you. We want to see you all back on the cruise next year. So stay safe, be healthy, don't take any risks. I myself have barricaded myself in my house because I don't trust anything they put on media no more, you know. So, they say, oh, it's okay. No, it's not okay. Oh, it's shut up. That's where I'm at. Shut up.
Truth. Yeah, listen, I think we're all about there. I think we're all ready to move beyond this and get back to cruising, get back to partying and having a good time.
Right. Be safe.
Always good to see you, man. Always great to catch up. Looking forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks, Bobby.
Thank you, guys.
You know, it's so great that we can do this and connecting. That's the important thing, connecting the audience with all of this.
Yep. Well, it really is. I mean, you mentioned it a moment ago, and it goes without saying to a certain extent, but it's important to remember that entertainment is a huge part of everyone's lives and life, you know, not just the artists, but the guests as well. And, you know, without the cruise this year and without the live entertainment, you know, this is a wonderful opportunity for us to at least bring some of that to them.
You know, Jason, I don't know if I told you this, but music speaks for the human experience. Music reaches every one of us in a different way, but yet the message is love, happiness, dancing, and growing up in America, where music is what brought kids together with radio. And that's exactly what the Malt Shop Memories does. Everyone that comes, they relate differently to the music.
It really is, you know, and I got to say, and you know better than I, you've been there from the very beginning. I've only been there for half of them. There's something to be said for all the music, all the dancing, all the theme night parties, watching people get dressed up. People really are 16 again. They really are back at their own prom or back at their sock hops, or I don't care if you're 60 or 70 or some folks even in their 80s and whatever. It doesn't matter. Everybody's a teenager again for this week.
And how about the comments? They don't leave. They don't want to.
Yeah, they would just do it. They just continue on.
And that's important. That's so important to bring happiness. And that's what we do. You do it. Alan does it. Tim does it. Janine does it. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, everybody that's a part of this cruise is a family. I mean, I don't stop. Jason don't stop when everything stops.
Not for that week.
Morning with the family and the guys, exciting about what they're going to do the next day. It's great.
And with that said, let's take a look back at all the happenings from around the ship.
You know that I danced to the water on the street, or in the head that night with Daddy G. He was swinging on the sax with the terrible flute, and I was dancing all over the room. Don't you know the people were dancing like they were planning, the swingin'est band they had ever had, and the swingin'est song they could ever be. There's a night with Daddy G. Let me tell you that I never had it so good. Yeah, I know you never did. Until you get that down with that jive, I take a band like the Church Street Five. Don't you know that I danced till the 2:45, or when they had that night with Daddy G. But everybody was as happy as they could be.
think the Malt Shop Memories Cruise, you know, all of the people, you know, all of the fans, you know, they get to relive those times, and it brings back, you know, so many fond memories.
You know that I danced till the quarter to 3. I went to heaven that night with Daddy and G. Everybody was happy as they could be, 'cause they were swinging with Daddy and G. I'm blow Daddy. I'm blow Daddy. Over and over, I tried to prove my love to you. Over and over, what more can I do? Over and over, my friend says I'm a fool. But over and over, I'll be a fool for you. 'Cause you've got personality, walk with personality, talk with personality, smile with personality, charm personality, love personality, and plus you got a great big heart. So over and over, oh, I'll be a fool for you. Now over and over, what more can I do? 'Cause you've got personality, walk with personality, talk with personality, smile with personality, charm personality, love personality, and plus you got a great big heart. So over and over, oh, I'll be a fool for you. Now over and over, what more can I do? And did it my way.
Ladies and gentlemen, our winner of the 10th anniversary Gong Show. Please put your hands together for the fabulous Jean Marie.
It was a lot of fun winning the Gong Show. I was glad to sing for everybody. I've traveled on a lot of ships, and it's been fun on this one because of all the entertainment, so it was really great.
YouTube has only been on for 8 years now. Can you believe that 8 years ago no one gave a shit if a cat could play the piano?
And one of the reasons I can tell I'm getting older, aside from not being able to open anything, a soy sauce took me 10 minutes the other day.
I was with my doctor in Chicago a few weeks ago, and one of his patients walked by, an old guy, about 85 years old, and he had a young woman with him, and the doctor said to him, "Harry, what are you doing?" He said, "I'm following your advice, Doc. You told me be cheerful, get a hot mama." He said, "I told you be careful, you have a heart murmur."
Hey, what's an earthquake, a tornado, a hurricane, a flood, and a wife have in common? Eventually one of them will get your house.
And my grandfather, he did all the cooking. And one day he got upset. He says to my grandmother, he says, "I'm not going to cook for you anymore." She says, "If you don't cook for me, you're not going to see me for 3 days." So he didn't cook for her. And he didn't see her for 3 days. But after the 4th day, when the swelling went down, he could see her a little bit on this.
I met my lovely wife at the Concord Hotel. We lived together, which was unheard of in those days, for 7 years. And that didn't work out, so we wanted to make it better. So sure how dumb I am, we got married. That didn't work out, so we got divorced. And that didn't work out, so I remarried my ex-wife. Which is strange. People say, "What's it like to remarry your ex-wife?" You know what it's like? It's like breaking out of jail and then breaking back in.
Man, when I sit there and I watch all the memories, all the things that we get to do on board, and obviously we just got to see that montage of Q&As and game shows and theme nights and all the different things we get to do. There's so much in there. And I don't even know if you caught it all. There's so much going on. But it makes you think, the ship is really full of events and activities, and they're also interactive. There's so much fun. We get to sit together. We get to be in contact with each other. We get to say hi, high fives, lots of handshakes and hugs, and the game shows and all the fun parts. It's just a huge part of what makes the cruise. And I get excited every year. We start building these almost a year out in terms of the programming, and that's Janine and Alan and Tim and a handful of people that you've heard mentioned so far, that we all work together to create what we think this year's Malt Shop Memories Cruise should look like. And a huge part of that is the fun. It can't always be serious, and and we try to keep some frivolity and excitement in there, but sometimes you just need fun, and fun often takes the shape of a game show or a specific theme night or a costume party, something exciting, something to kind of change up a little bit. And I know it's hard to do during these times, but it's not impossible. We caught up with a few people who real well and convinced them that we could do some virtual games. So I think it's high time we have a little bit more of a laugh. Let's check in on some virtual games. Well, hello, Malt Shop Memories Cruisers, your virtual cruise host, Jason Venner here, and welcome to a fun little change here for our programming. We were kind of going through all the different fantastic artists we have and seeing all the content we've been creating, and we thought, what's missing? What's missing is we're missing some fun. We're missing that competition element. We're missing the times. That's what we're missing. I think we need to have these groups right here back with us to have a little fun in performing the first virtual Malt Shop Memory Marriage Game Show. You know what these two gentlemen and their beautiful wives so very well. If you were on with us recently on Malt Shop, you saw them participate in a marriage game, a matter of fact. And dare we say, how did we do in that marriage game? Do we want to admit that on live television here?
I think Caesar won. Caesar won.
Yeah,
we really
Roberta and I, we won. Yeah,
that's why.
Yeah, cheating. Now, call him out. Caesar's a cheater. We all know that.
Cheating.
So obviously we have Roberta and Caesar down there in the blue.
Right.
And up here we've got Peggy and Norman. Love all four of you, and I'm so excited to have you back. So thank you very much for participating.
Glad to be here.
Wonderful. Love you too.
So the audience understands. Each of you, and if you guys want to show us, you have either a piece of paper or you have a whiteboard. You have something to write on. Yep, perfect. And you have some pens. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to ask a question. You're going to sit back to back or just turn away from each other so you can't. I'll be monitoring the cheating, Norman. Don't worry about it, buddy.
Okay,
I'm monitoring the cheating. I'll ask a question, and you will write down on your board or on your sheet of paper the answer that is either correct or that you think is correct. And the whole point is to see which couple knows each other the best. And I've got a variety of questions. This will be about a little over 10 questions long, so not too long, but enough that we'll understand if that first win was a fluke, Roberta and Caesar, or if I can tell you right now, Peggy and Norman are coming for the crown. They told me offline they want to take you down.
Ready.
Yeah, they want to take you down. So I'm going to give you 30 seconds. 30 seconds for the answer. There's plenty of time. Remember, you don't have to write the whole answer. Just write something that's obvious, and then we can talk about it. So we're not spending too much time scribbling out. So I have a timer of about 30 seconds, and we will get things going here. All right, back to back, not facing each other. Let's start with something simple. Who of the two of you, and remember, I'm talking to you as a couple, not you guys as Norman and Caesar. Who of the two of you is the better kisser? Who is the better kisser? So Peggy and Norman, which one of you is the better kisser? Roberta and Caesar, which one of you is the better kisser? Write it down and don't show each other. So the answer would be him or me, or her or me. Who is the better kisser? I'm going to start with Roberta and Caesar. You are the defending champions. Ladies first. He's still writing.
He's still writing?
He's still writing. We all know Caesar doesn't do well in tough situations.
Multiple choices.
And it's really a 50-50. It's not even multiple choice. It's 50-50.
No,
here,
just straight on question.
Yeah. Roberta, who is the better kisser, you or Caesar? Who's the better kisser? Which one is it? Starting with you, Roberta, what do you think?
Caesar.
Caesar is the better kisser. Caesar says?
Me.
A little higher, a little higher.
Higher.
Higher. Yeah.
Me, Caesar. All right,
Did you
1
say it?
point. Yep, I got it. I got it there. All right.
You have to write bigger.
Oh, you got to
than
write
that.
bigger.
Yeah, you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is television, man. We got to make
Okay.
everything bigger.
Okay.
Roberta, what makes you so confident that he's the better kisser?
One question at a time. Yeah.
Yeah. What makes you confident that he's a better kisser, Roberta?
I don't know. He's a little bit more sensuous.
Ooh. Sensuous. Ooh. I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna move over to our other couple before this goes down the path we don't need. Let's go to Peggy and Norman. Peggy, ladies first. Who is the better kisser, you or Norman? Him. Norman. Hearts and butterflies. Ooh, all kinds of decorations. And for the point, Norman says,
Me.
All right.
I gotta write it bigger. I gotta write bigger too.
Both the men write these little teeny tiny answers. Yeah. A point. Nicely done.
Okay.
Now we're clicking. Now we're clicking.
Like that. I'll write like that. Okay.
Yeah, a little bigger helps me out here because the camera doesn't pick up the fine writing. The camera doesn't pick up the little stuff. All right, 1 point for each. Everybody's Norman, what makes you so confident to say you're a better kisser than your lovely wife?
Well, I'm experienced. You know what I mean? I've been a kisser all my life. You know what I mean?
Peggy.
Norm's in trouble.
Norman, it's probably best if you stay with your back turned to her for this whole show. You don't need to see the facial. You don't need to see what's going on. You don't need that. You don't need that in your world, buddy. Hey, Malt Shoppers, your cruise host, Jason here. Thanks for tuning in. I had an opportunity to catch up real quick with the times. We have Caesar and Norman here. And Norman, I'm going to start with you. Tell me what it's like being on the Malt Shop Memories cruise. What does that mean?
Well, it means meeting people, our fans. It means the good food, having a good time, and doing a good show for all the loyal fans of ours.
There's truth to that. A lot of truth to that. There's a lot of wonderful acts on these cruises, and obviously you guys know and grew up with and grew up on their music, and it's got to be pretty cool to see all your fellow artists out there as well.
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah, kind of old home week is what some of the other artists have been calling it, a family reunion of sorts.
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah.
I mean, you see so many people coming up to you, and they come in want to eat with you when you sit down. You know, it's nice. It's nice. It's nice. I like
perfect.
I like to swim too.
You like to get in the water? Yeah. Listen, there's perks. There's perks to this gig, I tell you. All right, Caesar, I'm coming to you, my friend. Caesar, what's it like seeing the times you guys have had hits for years and years and years, and the fans are still so loyal. They're still so dedicated to you. What does it mean to see your fans still love you so much after all these years?
First of all, I'd like to thank all the fans for sticking with us for all the years. And as far as the Malt Shop Memory Cruise, it's a great pleasure to be on it. And we love to meet all of our fans. We hope that, like Norman says, be there, come there. We want to see your face in the place.
See your face in the place, baby. I like it. Well, gentlemen, and I would be remiss if we didn't recognize, of course, your fabulous wives that are with you. Of course, we have Peggy and Roberta. And if you were on the last Malt Shop Cruise with us, you got to know the four of you real well. We played a little game show called The Marriage Game. And when we played it back on the cruise, I know we just did a fun one here for Zoom, but when we played it back on the cruise, who won that game show? Caesar, who won that game show?
We did.
They cheated. I understand. We know they cheated, but they still got the W. You got to get there somehow. Right? Listen, you guys are fantastic. Norman, Caesar, Roberta, Peggy, love you guys all. So great to see you. Thanks for taking a moment to catch up with us. We look forward to seeing all of you on the next Malt Shop Memories cruise.
Thank you. All right. Be safe.
All right, man. I tell you what, the Times are some of my absolute favorite artists. Those guys and their lovely wives. How much fun is that? A little virtual marriage game. Why not? We can do anything on Zoom these days, can't we? Well, we can't have fun. We can't tell some jokes. We can't have some good times or some laughs without this group right here. Let's be honest. The tribute artists that we feature on the Malt Shop Memories Cruise are some of the best folks we have. Not only are they a reason many of you come to be with us, but they're a huge reason that many of you have fallen so in love with some of the more intimate rooms around Malt Shop Memories cruise ship. I am joined today by three of the longest standing and three of our absolute favorites. We have George and Timmy. How you guys doing?
Doing good. Great. Thanks for having us.
You look good. You look good. Timmy, you dressed up. I appreciate it.
Well, it's like a fake tattoo. It's the attitude without the commitment.
Listen, whatever gets you there, brother. Whatever gets you there. And of course, the lovely Miss Kara Lee. Hi, Kara.
Hello.
Kara, where are you coming to us from?
From Los Angeles, Hollywood Hills.
Los Angeles. And Georgie, you are down in Florida, are you not?
I'm in DeLand, Florida, where the fun never starts.
That's easier. Never has to stop that way. And
no,
Timmy?
It's great.
I am south of Myrtle Beach in a little town called Surfside Beach.
Surfside.
I pronounce the E and the A.
I hear that. Yeah, you got a twang. It's different. It's just different.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
I bet I do.
We thought we would do something we're going to call aptly, not to step on any toes or shows that are out there. We're going to call it Jokers Wild or Jokers Are Us or whatever we'd like to call it. Jokers Anonymous. We're going to have a little fun. We're going to tell some jokes and we're going to see who's got the best Rolodex, who's got the jokes on file. And Kara, because you are the lady of the group and because you are the funniest of the group, and I want to apply as much pressure as possible to the guys, I want to start with you. You've probably learned, seen, or come across a lot of jokes in your days. What do you want to lead with? And this could be good, bad, or otherwise. We get to deem it afterwards.
Okay. How do you keep a bagel from getting away?
How do you keep a bagel from getting away?
Put locks on it.
I like that. I like that.
What did Cher say to the orphan pig she adopted?
Oh my, the orphan pig.
Babe, I got you, babe.
I knew it because I love the movie. I knew it. I was like, oh, James Cromwell. I knew it. I was like, gotta be babe. So this clown drops dead. 3 days later, two buzzards swarm down. It's like they're chewing on him pretty good. They pull their heads out of the carcass, look at each other, and go, "This tastes funny to you."
I love the dad jokes that we're breaking out. This is awesome. Bagels with locks, clown jokes. Go, Timmy. Give me another one. Give me another one.
Why do ducks have flat feet? To stamp out forest fires. Why do elephants have flat feet? To stamp out flaming ducks. Why do elephants have 4 feet? Because 8 inches just isn't enough. So Adam and Eve are strolling through the Garden of Eden, and this elephant walks upon him and looks down at Adam and says, "How do you drink through that thing?"
Oh my God.
I'll pass the baton off. You know,
Okay.
Let me tell you, I stayed at a cheap hotel the other night, and the lady next door to me was so fat. Every time she sat in her bathtub, my toilet overflowed.
You didn't even give me a moment to say how fat was she.
And she had an ugly kid too. This kid was
how
so
ugly was he?
She held him upside down and told everyone he had one eye.
You know, that reminds me of something. A guy goes home with a girl and she's like, "I have to warn you, my son's kind of, he's got this abnormality." He's like, "Oh, sweetheart, you're so pretty. It doesn't matter. What could it possibly be?" They get home and they're kind of making out. All of a sudden they hear the stairs kind of creak. Sure enough, he looks up at the stairs and here comes her son. He's a big giant ear with 2 legs. And he's like, "Well, aren't you just the most special little kind of guy?" And the woman says, "You're going to have to speak up. He's hard of hearing."
Oh gosh. Why do I feel like this is a bad idea all of a sudden?
This is a great idea.
I thought mine were the groaners.
I told you, Kara. I told you. Save Timmy, George. Go.
with COVID-19. You just got to have all kinds of protection and wear a big old mask. It's keep your social distance 6 feet away. Everybody's locked down every night and day. You know, they're locked down in Boston, Pittsburgh, PA, deep in the heart of Texas, and down the Frisco Bay, all over St. Louis, and down in New Orleans. All the kids gone locked down with COVID-19. You can't eat in a restaurant or see a movie too. You got politicians, they tell you what to do. They're all getting their paychecks and giving trillions away. Our economy's tanking. It gets worse every day. You see the lockdown in Boston, Pittsburgh, PA. All right, you get the gist of that.
I think we got it in the first verse, but I appreciate it.
There you go. That's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right. Just trying to do my part.
You are. I appreciate the fact that creativity knows no bounds when we're all locked down. Why not write a COVID song? I mean,
Right. Oh, wow. Hey, boy, how do you make a bass player's car more aerodynamic? You remove the Domino's delivery sign off the top of it.
I like that you changed the musician joke.
That's for Bill Sinkay. He'll be all over.
Oh yeah, Bill Sinkay loves that joke.
I love that you took a musician joke and made it just about the bass player. That's great.
Oh, you know how to make a guitar? You know how to make the guitar player turn his music down?
How?
Put sheet music in front of him.
Hey, what do you call a bass player without a girlfriend? Homeless. That's right.
Yeah.
What's the difference between an alto and a B-flat soprano saxophone? You can hit a baseball a hell of a lot further with a B-flat soprano saxophone.
It's so much fun working with all you guys. And I also got to say how much fun it is to have you guys on to do something like this. Obviously, we can't be on the Malt Shop Cruise right now. So, you know, we're all looking for something to keep us laughing a little bit. And most importantly, we're looking for something to entertain our Malt Shop guests. So before we get out of here, Timmy, I'll start with you. Any message, anything to say to the Malt Shop guests out there?
The Malt Shop guests. Sorry we couldn't be together this year. First and foremost. Secondly, in the name Malt Shop Memories, and this is just me talking, memories is what comes to mind more than Malt Shop. And every time we get together, we make new ones. And we're going to do it again. I can't wait to make new memories with the Malt Shop crew. And
great
memories is what it's all about. Memories is all I have. I can't remember the future, but I can certainly remember all my experiences that I've had with all the Malt Shop people. I love you all. And I wish you the happiest of holidays and a great 2021.
Amen. We're all ready for 2021, Timmy.
Oh,
Kara,
God.
what do you got, Kara?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry we can't be together. I do think when we are together, I mean, it's going to be amazing because we're just going to be so super grateful and appreciative to be together and to see each other. And I think, you know, not that we ever took it for granted because it does only happen once a year, but we're certainly even going to be just so much happier to see each other. We're going to be so happy to perform for you guys. We love you guys. I mean, I'm going to be so sad in November when we're supposed to be on the cruise, but I know we're going to be back, and I know we're going to have a blast. We're just going to have a blast and go off the rails as much as we can.
Georgie, take us home, buddy.
You know, everything that Tim and Kara expressed is in my heart as well. And I just would like to say, as we are all going through this very weird, strange time, that even in the worst of times, there are things we can be grateful for. And I will always be grateful for the time that I got to spend with my parents and my family. And even though tempers get short or the stress levels are high, I think the lesson, and this is sincere, we've done a lot of kidding around, but it truly is from my heart. It has taught me that the old, hey, let's do lunch. Hell, hey, we ought to get together sometime. Every single person that I've talked to who's meant something to me, all of you included, I can't wait till we're together again. And Kara's absolutely right. We will all be grateful once this is passed, and it will pass. It doesn't seem, sometimes it seems hopeless. There's still hope. There's still positivity, and we're all going to keep moving toward the light, and we're all going to keep doing the best that we can. But when we are together, all of our friends on the Malt Shop Cruise, from King Don to Charlie and Bonnie and all of the great people who dance and laugh and bring those costumes and keep this music alive, singing every word to every song at every show.
Packing the shows and just being there.
We will be together again. There will be hugs all around. There will be smiles and laughs. And till we meet again, and I know we will, just keep a song in your heart and just keep thinking positively. And we'll get through this, all of us. God bless everybody.
Oh, those are great messages. And I know, I hope you guys understand it. I know we've talked a lot, but I know you three understand how much you mean to the Malt Shop crowd and the StarVista crowd as well. You know, these cruises you're a big part of it. And there's a reason none of you are on just one. You know, you're a part of that family, and StarVista views all three of you in that way. So from StarVista to you, I know I can say comfortably for them that we wish you nothing but the best here. And I know from all of us to all the Malt Shop Memories cruisers out there, thanks for tuning in, have a little bit of fun, a little bit of laughter with us. Anything Tim said that you didn't find appropriate, that's Tim and Tim alone. That does not coincide with the beliefs, thoughts, or ideas of StarVista Live. Those are Tim's thoughts alone. He arbors all of those. And George.
If you have a complaint, file it under jasonsvenner.com.
Yes, George takes full responsibility for anything out of Tim's mouth as well. All right, with that aside, we love you. Be smart, be safe, be healthy. Treat each other with kindness and compassion. Can't wait to see you again. Be well, my friends. Now let's take a little walk down memory lane.
Time Life has brought together some of the greatest entertainers from the 50s and 60s, and it's a one-stop rock and roll extravaganza.
I need someone to love. I need no, I need no, I need no.
Chantilly lace and a pretty face, ponytail hanging down.
I got you, babe.
And you rattle my brain. Too much of love drives me insane. Broke my will. What a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I let you love me because I thought it was funny. Y'all come along and you love me, honey. I changed my mind. This love is fine. Goodness gracious.
My heart, we see real point. My children we're gonna rock tonight, gonna rock, all day like we're gonna rock around the clock tonight.
Hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. Sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you.
Wake up, little Susie, wake up.
know that you sent me.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. I said hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart, sweet Mary Lou. I'm so in love with you. I knew, Mary Lou, we never part. So hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. I'm a soul man. That's right now. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man.
The exhibit artists on the ship are wonderful. Blues Brothers are wonderful.
You know, that's one of the great things about the Malt Shop Cruises. We get to pay homage, we get to pay tribute to so many wonderful entertainers that were instrumental, you know, to the memories that were so vital to your past. As you watch this, you know, you're thinking about the people that mean so much to you. They're the soundtrack to your life. Of, you know, we all like to say, they were your first kiss. They were, you know, they were playing in the car when you went to your first drive-in and did this, and your first dances and all these things, or, you know, some of your dances, I guess. And it's really a fun part to watch folks relive those memories. And I think we would be absolutely remiss if we didn't bring in the folks, the guys, I should say, that are a huge part of our tribute artists. Of course, those are the Elvis tribute artists. What would a Malt Shop Memories cruise be without them? And we are far enough into this show now, I think it's high time that we all had a beverage. Luckily enough, we have our very own bartender who also happens to double as an Elvis. Anthony, what do you got for us?
Hey, Malt Shoppers, how are you doing? We miss you, and we hope that you're enjoying this fun look back at our past memories. I think it's time for a cocktail, don't you? All right, so I'm going to make you an old-fashioned without the cherry, because I forgot the cherry, but I have cherry juice. Okay, so we start with an orange and some of this cherry juice. Usually we use just a normal cherry, but let's just use this for now. That'll be just fine. A little bit of simple syrup, which is 50% water, 50% sugar. I don't have one of those mashers, so I'm going to use a spoon. There we go. And then you just muddle up your orange and your cherry like so. And then what we do, there we are. We need ice. Ice. There we go, some ice. And your favorite kind of whiskey, mine is Jack Daniels, but you can use any kind of whiskey you like. There we go, just a little drop like that. Okay, a little drop of bitters. You can buy all kinds of bitters now. There we are, little drop just like that. And then you can drink it just like this with a stir, or you can put it back into this and shake it up if you really wanted to, but there's no need. Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing you very soon, garnished like that. Cheers. Have a great time.
Don't tell me I told you so. He's broke your heart and let you go. Now you come running back to let me know. Don't tell me I told you so. Not so long ago, your sweet love was mine. But when he came along, you set me free. I told you when you left, someday he'll leave you blue. So darling, if you're here to cry to me, don't tell me I told you so.
Malt Shop Memories is always the best time. I mean, the crowds are fantastic. We get to hang out with everybody. We hang by the pool with everybody. That's really a plus of being on the cruise. As you can hear, and you've probably seen, there's sellout crowds every evening.
we're getting closer. Lights are going down. Sound of your breathing made the mood I made.
I got those 1, 2, 3, 4 occupation GI blues. My GI hair to the heels of my GI shoes.
Why don't you swing down, sweet cherry, stop and let me ride. Swing down, cherry, stop and let me ride. Rock me, Lord, go down easy, well, I got a home on the other side. Caught in a trap, I can't walk out now, because I love you too much, baby. Take my hand, take our whole life too. For I can't help falling in love with you.
We're on stage together and we see the reaction on the audience's faces when we're singing Elvis's songs. We're just try to recreate the moment that what we heard when we were growing up, and obviously the audience heard the same thing, and it's just incredible.
Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art, how great thou art.
All right, well, here I am with 4 of your favorite folks from the Malt Shop Memories Cruise. These are Elvis tribute artists. We have Dwight, Jay, Pete, and Anthony. Gentlemen, thank you so much for taking a moment. How are we doing? Everybody doing well?
Great.
Yeah,
Good.
Well, obviously, we're just chatting about the Malt Shop Memories Cruise and what a fun experience it is for everybody. And I know as much fun as it is for the guests, it is also fun for the artists. It's also fun for the folks that get to perform. And you're not just artists, you're fans as well in your own right. Dwight, you're nodding your head. I'm going to start with you, my friend. Tell me a great memory from Malt Shop Memories.
You know, you actually took the words right out of my mouth. The Malt Shop gives us performers a chance to be fans. I mean, what other event can you go to where Smokey Robinson, Ronnie Spector, Chubby Checker, the Beach Boys, they're all on the same boat with you, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, one of my favorite memories happened just on this last Malt Shop cruise. I was blown away by Smokey Robinson. I tell you, this guy come out and just, you don't realize until you start hearing these stories from him, how much of a hand he had in Motown. If it was a hit song, he probably wrote it. Either him or Berry Gordy, you know? Yeah. So, I mean, just the stories, and his voice was phenomenal. I've never heard a voice. I can name 2 guys whose voice held up, him and Tom Jones. Smokey Robinson and Tom Jones can still blow you out of the water. I mean, just to hear all of those stories and then hear the song right after, the way he put that show together, I was blown away by Smokey Robinson, my all-time favorite Malt Shop performance.
Oh, that's awesome. Great memory. Thanks for sharing that, Dwight. Anthony, for you, sir, obviously we got guests all over the ship, and there's guests that have returned for years and years and years. And I'm not going to ask you your favorite guests, but you've got to have some folks that you look forward to seeing every year. What are the guests like on the Malt Shop Memories Cruise for you guys?
Oh, the guests are amazing. I mean, I've met so many people on there. It's nice when you just walk through the buffet, although we don't need the buffet these days. And you can just sit down and everybody's just on cloud 9, aren't they? Everybody's just really up for the whole week, and everybody's having a great time, and it just shows. It just oozes from people. We have a great time too.
Well, and that's actually a perfect transition for me to ask Pete a question. I know you guys have a good time, and as much as you get to be fans, as Dwight said, you're also artists. What is it like doing your shows? And do you have a favorite of all the Elvis shows you do cruise to cruise that you just can't wait to perform for the guests?
Personally, I was gonna highlight the memory of when I did my Johnny Cash show on the cruise, because I mean, Elvis is huge all over the world. Johnny Cash is not so huge in the UK. So to do that show, and then it just went down fantastic, got a standing ovation. I was like, oh my God, people love Johnny Cash. Americans love Johnny Cash. So I need to do more Johnny Cash in the States for sure.
You're setting up your future.
How you doing, everyone? It's Pete here with 2 hound dogs and my carpet slippers. Just wanted to shoot you a quick message and say I'm really gutted that the cruise is not happening this year, the Malt Shop Memories. But fingers crossed, we'll do it again next year. Wanted to sing you a little song, Johnny Cash for you. I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and it keeps dragging on. But that train keeps a-rollin' on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming, I know I can be free. But then people keep on moving, and that's what tortures me. You gonna play some guitar there, Remy? Don't do that, you're on camera. Now that they free me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little further down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I wanna stay. Then I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Bow, bow. See you next year, guys.
There was one funny thing that happened the other day, just going back to your favourite performances. It was funny. Me, my buddy Si, who came with me, my little friend, we were stuck at the bar, and we were the last ones at the bar, and across the bar was Frankie Avalon and Jerry Blavat. We were the last 4 people up in the bar, and we ended up catching the elevator up to our rooms, and we were giggling and drunk, and it was so cool, you know, just being stuck in the elevator. And I was round Simon, my friend's, last week, and he just put the TV on, and Casino, the movie, came on, you know, with Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, and we're watching it, and all of a sudden we're like, looked at each other, there's Frankie, there's our buddy. So we look at Frankie Avalon as our buddy now, because we shared an elevator with him.
You're fast friends now. What about the actual shows you guys collectively do together? And Pete, I'll stay with you if you don't mind. We obviously do, you know, and every year we work with Linda Nealon, and, you know, and she works with all of you guys, kind of developing. There's the beach show, and there's the Vegas show, and there's the this show, and then that show. Pete, for you, is there a show you look most forward to doing that's the collective, the group, all you guys?
Well, the one I enjoyed most is not the one that everyone enjoys, always comes up to us and tells us they love the most, is the gospel show. Yeah. Which is for us, it's like early in the morning, and maybe some of us got a hangover. So I wouldn't class that as my favourite. But I always like the ones that we do around the pool. They're always a great vibe, except for the one year when it was so windy that like everybody's hair and wigs were like actually like blowing off, hanging on by.
Look like my hair.
I remember some Elvis hair pulled to the back on some.
We had Elvis mullets.
It all looked pretty horrific on stage there, but for me, yeah, I love those poolside shows. They're great.
That's fantastic. Listen, I really appreciate all of you guys coming in. And Jay, I'm not letting you off the hot seat. Don't think you're getting out of here, but I do want to thank our guests for tuning in and chatting a little bit. And I want to thank you guys for being here. As always, you're a huge part of the Malt Shop Memories cruise. And Jay, you're not getting off the hook because I was saving you for last. You've been a busy man during this pandemic and all the quarantining. So tell us a little bit about what you've been up to, specifically musically.
Oh, since we missed the Malt Shop this year, we've been thinking of all the memories that we've had on the Malt Shop, like with all the entertainers, Smokey Robinson, the Beach Boys. One of my favorite shows, like you've been asking the guys, is I really enjoyed Paul Anka. He was amazing. And Frankie Valli in the Terminal. That was like it was yesterday. It was incredible. But we had so many memories that we ended up doing a video and a parody song from, well, you'll know what song it is when you hear it. And we're hoping that he's okay with it. We got thumbs up at the end. It's a song of all the memories that we went through, and the fans are part of it, and the passengers. And we hope you enjoy it, and we hope we can play it.
So you've been out there creating parody videos and funny videos for your friends.
Yeah, we've been doing, because of COVID, there's all in good fun. Really, it is. We're not trying to take light of what's happening in the world because it's a real tragedy. And I still don't know, like, we're starting phase 2, I think, in Canada, and everyone's still going for toilet paper. There's lots of toilet paper out there. We don't need all this toilet paper. I know people, when they get scared, they want to poo themselves, but come on. So we did a parody about toilet paper as Tony Orlando. That was fun.
Yeah. I've seen a bunch of them. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of them. You guys have been great about sharing them with us, and I appreciate it. And speaking of sharing, we want to give a little snippet to all the guests here. So before we go to it again, gentlemen, thank you so much. I hope you're all well. Look forward to sailing again with you soon. And
thank you.
Jay, let's take a little look at your parody.
Thank you.
I love my Malt Shop Memories world. Yeah, sweet memories world. I love my Malt Shop Memories world. Each and every day of the year. Saturday, a party as we sail away. Sunday, hanging out on Half Moon Cay. Monday, Jason's telling us the latest news. Prom night, poodle skirts and saddle shoes. Yeah, my heart's in a whirl. I love my little Malt Shop world. I can't wait for that day, every year. Tuesday, Buddy Holly by the pool. Wednesday, Smoky sounding oh so cool. Thursday, we sing along to Kokomo. How about we catch a midnight Elvis show? Yeah, my heart's in a whirl. I love my little Malt Shop world. I can't wait for that day, every year. Every day of the year. My heart's in a whirl. I love my little Malt Shop world. I can't wait for that day, every year. Every day of the year. Fun! We're dancing to our favorite band. On the beach with all of our friends. Oh, you're telling me it has to end? Next year we'll be sailing again. Yeah, my heart's in a whirl. I love my little Malt Shop world. I can't wait for that day, every year.
When I get back from this cruise, I'm gonna go on a diet.
I love my Malt Shop Memories world. Yeah, sweet memories world. I love my Malt Shop Memories world. Yeah, sweet memories world. I love my Malt Shop Memories world.
about the theme nights that we have? The prom nights? How about the Gong Show with Stewie Stone? How about the questions and answers? How about when we do not only the prom night, but how about when we do the hula hoops? And yes, we also teach you the wonderful dances, the twist, the 81, the Bristol Stomp. We do a lot of different things on this cruise, and that's the important part. Every day, every moment you're on, there's something happening. We got this, we got that, we got Jason, we got me, and we can do the twist. It's all about fun, the Malt Shop memories, all of the theme things that we do.
Halloween night on the Malt Shop Memories.
Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween from the Malt Shop Memory Cruise! Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween from the Malt Shop Cruise! Without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
Clarabelle and Hattie Duty. What do you think about the lady with the V-O? V-I-L, not V-A-L. Catherine Hepburn, you could have fooled me. The Flintstones, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think about the Blues Brothers over here, eh?
He rocks in the treetop all the day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet.
Then the music stopped when I looked, the cafe was empty. Then I heard Jose say, man, you know you're in trouble plenty.
There's a moon out tonight. Let's go strolling. There's a girl in my heart. Whose heart I've stolen. There's a moon out tonight. Let's go strolling through the park. There's a glow in my heart. I guess it's because there's a moon out tonight.
Congratulations to our winners. Any words for your adoring fans?
It's another fine mess you've gotten me into.
Enough said.
Bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness, hello loneliness, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye love, bye-bye sweet caress, hello emptiness, I feel like I could die. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. I'm through with romance, I'm through with love, I'm through with counting the stars above. And there's a reason that I'm so free. My loving baby is through with me.
I brought a Halloween costume, I brought a prom dress, I brought a sock hop outfit, and of course a pajama party. I'm all ready for it.
Where do all the hippies meet? South Street, South Street. Where the dancing is elite. South Street, South Street. Side by side we used to meet when we're stomping down the street. Rolling down, baby, to the hippie street loud. I met 'em on a Monday and my heart stood still. They do run, 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 they do run, run. Somebody told me that his name was Bill. They do run, 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 they
We gotta go home.
Everybody's doing a brand new dance now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. You know you get to like it if you give it a chance now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. There's never been a dance that's so easy to do. It even makes you happy when you're feeling blue. So come on and do the locomotion with me. Come on, baby, do the locomotion.
Each time we have a quarrel, it almost breaks my heart. 'Cause I'm so afraid that we will have to part. Each night I ask the stars.
I think we're gonna have to crown the king and queen of the Malt Shop Memories Cruise 2012 tonight. Couple number one. Robert and Angela, where are you from?
Akron, Ohio.
Akron, Ohio. How long have you all been together?
I'm married 35 years.
The king of the prom is here right now, and here comes the queen of the prom. David from Canada, ladies and gentlemen, Canada. And the queen, Canada. The king and queen.
Love him, I love him, I love him, and where he goes, I'll follow, I'll follow, I'll follow. I will follow him wherever he may go. There isn't an ocean too deep, a mountain so high.
It made me feel like a teenager again, and I kind of pretended like it was my first kiss, and he was my first boyfriend.
Little bitty pretty one, come on and talk to me. Lovely, lovely, lovely one, come sit down on my knee. Wah, 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 wah.
This is like a dream come true. Yay, I'm so excited.
Oh, I'm so glad I have found you. I want my arms around you.
I think we have, for the first time in the history of Malt Shop, we have a tie.
Nothing like the Malt Shop Cruise, and nothing like being crowned king and queen of the prom.
Each time we have a quarrel, it almost breaks my heart. 'Cause I'm so afraid that we will have to part. Each night I ask the stars up above, why must I be a teenager in love?
Dum 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 be dooby dum 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 be dooby dum 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 be dooby dum wah 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 wah.
How do we think? This is our king and queen. How many we think? This is our king and queen. We're gonna have a co-king and queen.
the summer's through. Here we are, bye, baby, goodbye. Saying goodbye at the station. Bye, baby, goodbye. Summer vacation. Bye, baby. Bye, taking you away. Bye, baby, goodbye. And have a good time.
That's such fantastic footage. Isn't that just great to watch? I mean, it's kind of like we were saying, right? You're watching grown adults that have been adults. Those are people's grandparents, and sometimes great grandparents. They're 16. They're back at the sock hop. They're back at the prom.
You know what's so crazy? I mean, with all this modern technology, the people out there are watching, and so many of our artists now are able to reach them. Through this virtual thing that you guys do. And a lot of them want to say hello to the audience with their music, right?
They do, but before we do, I want to point out you've been busy. You've been doing you've got stuff going on Facebook, you've got interviews, you're DJing, you're mixing, you're playing music. Tell us how you're staying busy during this pandemic.
Well, as I had said earlier, Jace, the artists that we keep in contact with, you used to do it by phone. Now you do it by this modern technology. And even though I hate this modern technology, because I'm an old-fashioned guy, like the artist, but they love the fact that they're talking with someone that can relate to their career and be informative that normally the audience would not know. So that's one of the great things about this modern technology. You learn a little bit more one-on-one.
It really is, and actually, speaking of that, to your point a moment ago, we do have a handful of artists that were going to be on the 2020 Malt Shop Cruise that they filmed a little something special for us, each of them in their own way, a chance to say hello and maybe bring a little music and good times. Let's have a look at what folks are doing to stay busy while they're at home.
Great.
Hello, Malt Shop Cruises. This is Al Jackson. I really wish this was in person, but unfortunately that just can't be. So until next year, I'll have a little something that you can keep on your mind so you don't forget me. I found my thrill on memory hill. When I found you know the moon stood still. On Liberty Hill, it lingered until my dream came. God bless you. Stay safe. Till I see you all again.
Hello, big bopper, kind of. Yeah. You know what I like. Chantilly lace and a pretty face and a ponytail is hanging down. Wiggling and walking and giggling and talking makes the world go round, round, round. And ain't nothing in this world like a big-eyed girl. She make me act so funny, make me spend my money, make me feel real loose like a long-legged goose. I said, whoa, baby, that's what I like. Oh, baby, you know what I like. I like those Malt Shop Memory Cruises. Don't you know? This is a song by the Big Bopper. And even though 2020 has been a big bummer, we're still gonna have some fun and enjoy some great 50s music like this one by the Big Bopper. Chantilly lace and a pretty face and a ponytail hanging down. Wiggling and walking, giggling and talking makes the world go round, round, round. And ain't nothing in this world like a big-eyed girl. She make me act so funny, make me spend my money, make me feel real loose like a long-legged goose. I said, whoa, baby, that's what I like. Yeah, you know what I like. And you know what I like? I like 50s music. And so does Monique. She's out in the garden. She's going to meet us out there to have a look around. We're in Holland. What better place to be? Hello, everybody. This is Jimmy.
And this is Monique.
And welcome to our home in Bornswag, Friesland, the Netherlands. That's right. This is where it all happens, folks. We've been locked down here since the end of March. During this pandemic, this period, this unusual period in all of our lives. And this is our backyard. Actually, we like to call it the riverside. And this is the Skarster Rhine, one of our many, many rivers and canals here in Holland. And if you look down, you can see the yacht. Yes, there's the yacht, and if you look to the left, down the waterway, there is the Langwerde Wielen.
Heel goed.
Yes, thank you. My Dutch is improving. And if you look back to the southwest, you'll see the Chokemeer, spelled just like it sounds. Anyway, we're very happy here. We miss everybody back in the States. We miss the cruise for the Malt Shop memories. We miss all the other entertainers. And this is where we're spending our time. It could be a lot worse, could it not? We are very happy and we are very blessed. Let's go inside and listen to some music. What do you say? Welcome back, everybody, to our home in the Netherlands. I'm Jimmy, and of course, this is
Monique. Hi.
That's right. And folks, I tell you, if you've never been to the Netherlands, this is a great country. We've been here since the pandemic started. We've been here since the end of March, and it's a wonderful place to be locked down if you have to be locked down.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody wants to go to the Netherlands. I do.
I think so.
Don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I would too.
I would like to go to the Netherlands. Wooden shoe. Get it? Wooden shoe.
Crazy guy.
Anybody, she wouldn't listen. No, she wouldn't listen at all. Okay. Like I said, we wish we were there with you too. Here's a song for all of you people who are missing the Malt Shop Memories Cruise.
Are you sure it's just for them, or do you like to hear it too?
You know, I'm kind of crazy about the Sam Cooke song. I learned it from my Sam Cooke book. Tell me, baby.
I love you, 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 I love you. I love you, 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 I love you. For sentimental reasons, I hope you do believe me. I'll give you my heart. I love you, and you alone. loving heart to me and say we'll never part. I think of you every morning, good. I dream of you every night. Oh, but darling, I'm never lonely whenever you're inside. I love you, and you alone were meant for me. Please give your loving heart to me and say we'll never part. We'll never part, baby. I love you. I love you. I love you for sentimental reasons. I love you, baby. I love you too, honey. We love you. And you. And you. And you. Wouldn't you? Stop it now. Bye, everybody. We hope to see you next year. Stay healthy. Stay safe.
If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry each time we meet, walk on by, make believe you can't see my tears, just let me breathe in private, 'cause each time I see you, I break down and cry. Walk on by, walk on by, walk on by. I just can't get over losing you, and so if we see broken and blue, walk on by, walk on by. A foolish pride, all that I have left, so let me hide the sadness and tears that you gave me when you say goodbye. Walk on by, walk on by, walk on by. Walk on by, walk on by. A foolish pride, all that I have left, so let me hide the sadness and tears that you gave me when you say goodbye. Walk on by, walk on by, walk on by.
was a whole lot of fun.
We love you, everybody. We're sending you love and hugs and kisses.
I hope you guys enjoyed watching and listening.
Thanks for listening. We miss you so much. We cannot wait to see you soon, we hope.
And on behalf of the Chiclets and the Dakota Band,
stay well, stay safe.
We are going to see you soon, so watch the calendar. We're coming back.
Sending you love from the Chiclets. Mwah!
We'll see you soon. Mwah.
So what a year this has been. Has this been incredible?
What a year. The 1 year we get the Malt Shop Cruise and it doesn't happen.
And I'm telling you, so we are the Bronx Wanderers. For those of you that don't know who we are.
1/3 of them, yes.
I am Vinny. That's Vin A. That's my son.
That's my daddy.
And my other son is Nicholas. He's a drummer, and their 3 high school friends make up the band. And the story goes, I was a record executive for Columbia Records for about 35 years. And when Sony bought us out, I had nowhere to go. Actor Chaz Palminteri from Bronxdale said to me, take the kids, start a group, do a retrospective of your career, and off we went. I never thought it would work. They were 14 and 11, and we got to play every oldies show, and this was like a big reunion for us.
We were going to get to see all of our old
all
friends
the
like
guys-
Charlie Thomas, Jay and the Americans, all the guys that we got
Siegel,
to
I mean, the
play
Times,
with.
I mean,
The cool thing is we've been headlining Las Vegas for 4
Yeah.
years now in the main showroom at Harrah's, 500 seats, and we shared the room with the Righteous Brothers. So the coolest part was they were going to be doing the cruise with us.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's not happening. But they actually just came to our show 2 nights ago
Yeah, it was
at
great.
the
Good
Italian
seeing
American
them.
Club. So that was cool. But
And so we love you guys so much. For all my Malt Shop Cruises that are out there, just know it's going to happen. It'll be next year. And we thought it'd be really cool if we did a couple of songs for you guys. This is the way we're kind of working now, where Vinny and I go out and do our thing. And
he can only afford me, so that's what he gets.
So we love you guys so much. Stay safe, stay healthy, wear your mask, do everything. Hopefully vaccine's going to be out real soon. This will be a memory to all of us. And so we're looking so forward to being with all of you on the Malt Shop Cruise. We thought we'd do a couple of songs for you guys right now.
No, I love you like I do. No, I do. Don't know I love you. Don't know I care. I just want your love to share.
Now I wonder why I love you like I do. Is it because I think you love me too? I wonder why I love you like I do, like I do. Bum bum diddy dum 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 diddy bum diddy dum dum. Bum bum diddy dum 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 diddy bum diddy dum dum. Bum bum diddy dum dum diddy bum diddy dum dum. I told my friends that we would never part. They laughed and said that you would break my heart. I wonder why they think that we will part. We will part. When you're with me, I'm sure you're always true. When I'm away, I wonder what you do. I wonder why. I'm sure you're always true, always true. I wonder why I love you
So a pivotal point in our career was back in, oh my gosh, about 15 years ago, 16 years ago, 1 year before the Jersey Boys came out, we were playing in a bar in New Jersey, remember, Fratelli's. And who was sitting out in the audience watching us was our dear friend Tommy DeVito. Right. And Tommy DeVito, of course, is the guy that started the Four Seasons. And if you know this Jersey Boys story, you know it's all about Tommy. Tommy said to me, come here, kids, sit down. And in Fratelli's, they're like 14 and 11. He said, do what I'm telling you. They're going to be a play about us about a year from now. It's going to be called the Jersey Boys. I want you guys to do our material. And he worked with us for the next couple of months. We put together a couple of Four Seasons medleys. He was so good to us. He just passed away recently. And we loved him to death. And basically, what, about 6 months later, what happened? We got to go all where?
We went to Abu Dhabi and filled in for Frankie Valli halfway around the world.
I mean, that was
14-hour plane trip. That was fun.
And that was great.
But that was a lot of fun.
Yep.
That was really cool.
So, in a little tribute to Tommy right now, we hope you guys like this. Everybody get up and dance right now.
All right.
Free.
And so I got to tell you, getting to do the oldie shows when they were 14, 11.
I'm getting sick on this cruise ship, man. It's going back and forth. Man.
I knew they had no idea who they were working with. All these big showbiz icons. And I mean, you guys, all of the artists that the Malt Shop Cruise brings to you, I mean, basically they created the soundtrack of our lifetime. And I mean, it's just, there's nothing better than getting to be with all the guys and gals that made all this music. And I mean, it's a thrill for us. And so
we were so excited.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen.
We literally got this shot at Harrah's where there's 100-foot signs of us all over Las Vegas. And it's like, oh my God, biggest stars, you guys are it. You're it. And like 2 weeks later, boom, everything just died out. We lost that. We lost the cruise. We lost everything. But it's going to get real good. And next year is going to be a great year.
Good. And we've been doing custom
us.
live performances where, people go on our website. We have a 150-song menu. They pick which song they want to hear. We FaceTime chat you. We talk to you. We play your song. We record the whole thing. We send you a video. And people have been buying that for like birthdays, anniversaries, everything. That's been the one thing that's been keeping our family afloat.
Just keeping us to work.
Keeping us working. So shameless plug, if anybody does want to do that, just go to thebronxwanderers.com and we play anything on that list. So,
but other than that, we're going to see you guys next November.
Yes, we are.
1 year from now, we will be on the cruise. And we can never thank everybody, Janine, everybody at the Malt Shop Cruise making this whole thing. And Jerry Blavat, oh my God, working with a legend like Jerry. Jerry was one of the guys, and I know Vinny won't remember. They were so little. They were 14, they were 11, and Jerry was going to give us a shot.
Keep saying I'm so little. I'm grown up now. I'm 32.
You're old now.
I'm 32.
You're old now.
I'm like a mid-sized sedan now. I am no longer a bicycle. I'm a mid-sized sedan.
When you were small, though, Jerry was going to give us a shot at his club right outside of Atlantic City.
Pretty cool.
And there was a scheduling conflict, and we couldn't make it, and we never got to be there. We never got to meet him, and we are so looking forward
That's our tagline.
to meeting
Bronx
him.
Wanderers, kings of scheduling conflicts. COVID, that.
Anything happens. So we love you guys. We'll see you guys in November. Stay safe, stay healthy, wear your mask. Vaccine will be out soon, and this will all be a big memory. We love you guys. Everybody at the Malt Shop Cruise, thank you so much for having us. And let's go out the door with the little Bronx soul right now.
Yeah, I should have known that when I felt so. It's gonna leave me with a broken heart.
Stay safe, stay healthy. We love you guys. Come on. Yo! We'll see you soon.
Hey,
man, what a journey this has been. I
love what we're doing.
This is fun. I gotta say, yeah, it does. Exactly. We were just, people can't see us because we talk off camera and we talk on camera throughout this whole thing, obviously. And we've all been together, here for years, but even in this event, we've been together now for a couple of hours. And it's so great to see. It's just such a wonderful week.
Malt Shop Memories Cruise is about. Now, we've had Petula Clark, we've had Dionne Warwick, we've had Frankie Valli, we've had the Beach Boys. This one, we've got Gladys Knight.
I know.
You got
Royalty.
Mary Wilson. And I know we got some of our other friends coming back, right?
We got a whole bunch, and so we don't just stumble over it. Why don't we have a look and see exactly who's going to be with us in 2021?
Great.
Hey, we're the Righteous Brothers. And we would like to personally invite you to join us and many of our good friends on the Malt Shop Cruise. It's a rock and roll party at sea.
Join us on the Malt Shop Memories Cruise 2021, the world's best rock and roll party at sea. Celebrate this unforgettable era with a lineup that features Gladys Knight, the Righteous Brothers, Jay and the Americans, the Miracles, the Duprees, Mary Wilson of the Supremes, Jay Siegel's Tokens, Charlie Thomas's Drifters, the Times, the Coasters, and many more. We'll take a trip back in time October 30th through November 6th, 2021 on Holland America's luxurious New Amsterdam, departing from Fort Lauderdale and making sunny ports of call in Cozumel and Costa Maya. Enjoy dancing, live performances, panel discussions, theme parties, and artist Q&As, making this a week of unbelievable fun. The Malt Shop Memories Cruise 2021.
Don't miss the boat.
I can't wait. 2021 is going to be a blast. And for any guests out there watching, Jerry will vouch for this. There's only a handful of cabins. If you think you might be with us in 2021, you want to jump on booking right away. We don't want to make this video is not about you pressuring you to book. It's really about the memories and about Malt Shop. But it does, of course, inspire some nostalgia, and it does inspire. For me, I can't miss this. I have to be there. So I can't wait to be there. So if any guests are planning on joining us, check out the website and come back and be with us. Because that's a family reunion, right?
Chase, in summing this whole thing up, it's about families in America. And this is what it's about. Going back to the family. Every one of you people that get onto this cruise, from the moment you get on, when you get off, you're a part of a family. Entertainers, people, and that's the true story of what America is about. And the music that we give you is America. So please, if you want to have fun, if you want to relive the music of yesterday, today, that speaks for where we're going, Malt Shop Memories Cruise.
MSMC, baby. Malt Shop Memories Cruise 2021 will be there in November. And I've got to say, it's been great spending some time with you, Jerry. I miss you and I love you. And anyone who doesn't recognize it or realize it, you really, truly are. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. You are the heartbeat of what makes the Malt Shop Memories Cruise go. You really, really are. I know very few people with as much kindness and caring as you. And I know what it means to you to get out there and to see your friends, the artists, and your friends, the folks that are cruising, the fans. I know what it means to you. And I don't know that everyone does. And I just want to say thank you. And I know I speak on behalf of StarVista Live when I say that these cruises don't exist without you. So we're all in your debt. We owe you, and we love you, buddy.
Listen, thank you. And remember one thing, you are where we're going, because you appreciate. And I love you. I relive my youth, and you relive your youth, where we're going. And it's about the cruise and bringing people together.
Amen, brother. Amen. To all our folks that sat with us throughout this and had a little fun with us, thank you so much for joining us throughout this. As you've become accustomed to me saying during this time, be safe, be smart, be healthy, treat each other with kindness and compassion. We can't wait to see you again here soon. In the meantime, I tell you what, I know we've been sitting for a little while, and I think it's high time we get up and have a little dance, have a little fun. I don't care if you're in your living room. I don't care if you're by yourself. I don't care if it's you and the dog and the cat or the whole family. No one better to get us up, get us moving than the one and only Mr. Jerry Blavat, the man with the plan. He is the geeter with the heater, the boss with the hot sauce. Jerry, let's take it home, baby.
You gotta dance, you gotta prance. Watch the way we danced that day, and we're gonna dance again another day. So come and dance with the geek, with the heat, ooh, Papa do. Don't say how do you do. You know who I am, and I know who you are, and you gotta meet me again when we dance on the cruise. Here we go.
Here we go, baby.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, how are you? For you wonderful people, Malt Shop Memory Cruisers, we're gonna give you a little taste what you have enjoyed for the last 10 years with all of the wonderful people, the dancers that have been a part of Malt Shop Memories. According to the big tick-tock on this tower power clock, correct time for the big boss with the hot sauce, and you know the geeter with the heater being on the record, a pleater sang a wop up up a chip. Look at these dancers, David. Look at them. Yeah. People having fun. Remember, you will be a part of it when we sail again for the next Malt Shop Memories cruise. Janine and Jason and Alan Rubins, they all make it happen. But my man Mike. Indeed, it's all about people. And you can see the happiness as they dance. Mike, Jason, the best. Four Tops. Now you remember when my man Duke and the Four Tops were on? I mean, amazing. And how about Stewie Stone, my pal? I mean, the Gong Show, the wine tasting. I mean, you're talking about 7 days full of activities when you pick up on the Malt Shop Memories cruise. That's what it's about. Look at these dancers. Say hello also to the folks that are looking at this, because this is just a taste of what you can expect when we sail again And these dancers will teach you the dance steps. Yeah, we have dance contests, and we also have prom night. We also have dance lessons. When you walk in the room, excitement. Malt Shop Memories Cruise. Are you ready to do the dance? Pete! Do you remember when Chubby was on the cruise? Come on, baby! Let's do the twist. And they did the twist. Come on, baby! Let's do the twist. Take me by my little hand and go like this. You did last summer? Come on, Ange. Let me see you do a twist. There you go. Do you remember? Things are really humming. Twisting time. Twist again. And you know who's going to be on this one? The Miracles. My man Justin. Sydney. The best. All right, now. The book, The Cruise. As I said, we've got cabins available, and if you mention my name, the Geeter, you get a special discount. We'll do it. I'm giving you just a taste. What I do 7 days from the moment we get on the ship to the day that we get off. People. And that's what it's about in America. People coming from all walks of life, being a part of what Malt Shop Memories is about. So, and that's it. Thank you for watching. We love you, and we will see you on the Malt Shop Memories Cruise.